Welcome to the Ice Guys Live BetCast. We are here. It has arrived. Enough talking, enough hype, enough breaking down the matchups and looking at the fourth line of Colorado and the fourth line of Tampa and saying who's going to win these matchups. It's time to watch the damn series unfold. It is time. We're about 10 minutes away from the drop of the puck here of Game 1 of the NHL Stanley Cup Final. Ian Cameron and Joe Madden is with us already. She is ready to go clearly for Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. Joe, welcome back to another BetCast. How are you?
How's it going? You caught me off guard. I didn't think you were going to pull me in then, so that was a nice surprise. But yeah, I'm excited for this game. I can't wait. It's going to be phenomenal. Can't wait.
It is. It's going to be absolutely terrific. Well, we hope so. I shouldn't say that. We hope so. We think so. It better be. Watch it now. 4-0 for somebody in a sweep or something. Some shit. I mean, could you imagine that with all the excitement?
If it's the Avs, I'll be happy.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. He wasn't going to join us because he's a little bit. Hey, can you blame him? It's like 5 fucking a.m. where it is.
No, it's 3 a.m.
3 a.m. Yeah. Right. I'm shortchanging you a little bit, Vito. 3 a.m. is still pretty late. I mean, even I'm in bed at that time usually, and I'm a late night owl. But Vito is with us, fighting the good fight here, joining us for a bit. Vito, what's up?
Well, staying up because I'm loaded with bets, I'm taking your style, Babano, for finals, going in with many bets, small units, that's what you do, guys, when it's finals, So, yeah, I got a lot of bets. I mean, I got Avs to win first period, minus a goal, which is plus 160, I think. And then I have Avs money line, minus 130. I have Avs puck line, which is also like plus 170, I think. I also can see actually both teams scoring in first period because, maybe Kemper after a break a little bit. Not sure how he will look. But, well, I trusted Avs defense, Their Corsi levels, their Corsi levels were very low against them, Even if they play McDavid like the top teams, they still didn't allow a lot of shots. So I can see them trying to help Kemper, in the first period, not to letting goals so Kemper doesn't break early, because that will be hard, I think they want to keep the puck out of the net as long as possible. So Kemper gets his confidence. Yep,
that's going to be interesting to see how they play it. Are they going to be a little bit tight, a little bit conservative, Colorado? Let Kemper get his feet under him because he hasn't played in a while. That being said, he's a number one goalie. You got to be ready in these situations. You're not going to play every other day. There's going to be situations where you go a week or two without playing, and it's going to be interesting to see how he fares. Joe, let's get your pregame bets. You obviously bet some stuff pregame. What are you on here for Game 1 before the puck drop?
Yeah, I'm so excited for this. So I've got the Avs team total over 3.5. I think they get these 4 goals needed tonight. I know Vasilevsky's absolutely incredible, and I do think he saves a lot of shots. So it's funny that I've got that because I've also got his save shots on goal over 32.5. I think he gets 40 shots rained on him tonight. I definitely think he goes over this 32.5. So I've got to play both of those. I also have to take Cale Makar. Block shots on goal over 2.5. We're getting great plus money at plus 142. I couldn't say no to that. And then Nathan McKinnon, anytime his shots over 4.5 at minus 143. I love it tonight.
Yeah, I do like that. The McKinnon one, over shots on goal. I ended up taking that at 4.5. Like he's averaging double digits in shots on goal at home.
Yeah,
Nathan
absolutely.
McKinnon. Yeah,
and the over 6. I forgot. I have the over 6 as well. There's so many ways I want to take this game. I had to stop after the over.
Me too. I also have over 6. I forgot that. I have everything on Avalanche, and then I have over 6 as well. So 4 bets for the game. And I have also props, small sprinkles. So that's something new. I have obviously the Babano's Masterclass Andre Palat over half a point. That's a must go. Then I have Big Valery Nichushkin over half a point, obviously him.
Yep.
I have Nathan McKinnon, anytime goal scorer, plus 125. I have Lehkonen over 2.5 shots at plus 100. That's what I have from props. And Andrei Burakovsky I took because I saw him being lifting up on second line, Lehkonen moving down to third line. So I could see Burakovsky maybe getting that 1 point because he's playing with Rantanen. So Andrei Burakovsky over half a point, plus 125.
That's a good call, and you're right. I'm going to add that because I thought Lehkonen for sure was going to be on that second line. They're dropping him. I don't know why, to be quite honest. I mean, this is one of those times I got to question Bednar a little bit. Lehkonen just won you the game against Edmonton in the last round in overtime. You're dropping him down now to the third line. That hardly seems appropriate, but nevertheless, it is what it is. Burakovsky's a streaky motherfucker. That's the problem with Andrei Burakovsky. That guy, he can go 10 games without scoring, and then he can score 6 goals in 6 games. That's Andrei Burakovsky right there. Perfect description of what, how frustrating sometimes he can be. But, to your point there, Vito, he is moving up the lineup a little bit here tonight. We'll see if that benefits him because, like I said, he can be one of those players that when he gets it going and he finds the back of the net, he can be very, very streaky. He's plus 350 to plus 400, by the way, in some spots to score a goal tonight. Andrei Burakovsky, that is. So, you're definitely getting some value, and we'll see if he takes over if he takes advantage of the move up the lineup here tonight for this game. As far as some props for me, I'm going to just go quickly through them. I'm on Lehkonen shots, Hedman shots, McKinnon shots, who else? A couple other shots. Oh, yeah, Kucherov shots on goal. Those are the main ones I've got for shots on goal. Let's see what else we've got. We've got Andre Palat to get a point, minus 120. I mentioned that on the Ice Guys show today. It's a no-brainer to me at that price with how he's been racking up the points. Perry to score a goal and get a point, plus 375, plus 160 to get a point. Corey Perry took a shot with that. Nick Paul to get a point, plus 150. Ross Colton to get a point, plus 170. And just tiny, tiny bets on them to score, plus 375 and plus 450. Great prices there if they can find the back of that. Hedman, I like over shots on goal because Colorado gives up lots of shots to blue liners. That's something I've noticed. And Hedman to score at plus 390. I found. So if he's going to be shooting a lot, Joe, he's a chance to find the back of the net, plus 390.
Hedman's good at finding the back of the net.
Yep, for Victor Hedman there for Tampa Bay. Taves to get a point for Colorado, minus 140. As Joe mentioned, I like the McKinnon over 4.5 shots at minus 145, like she does. Nichushkin to get a point at minus 130. And then Lehkonen over shots to get a point plus 100. Although now with the news that he's down to the third line, maybe I cool off a little on that one, but I still think Lehkonen makes an impact. So there you go. That was my rapid fire. Hopefully you wrote all those down, but there you go. That was my rapid fire prop list for the game. And I like over 6, over 1.5 first period, and both teams to score plus 180. Plus 180 in the first period. Both teams to score. I'm on that one as well. So there you go.
Who's going to come out firing first, you guys? I didn't bet it. Who do you think?
I think Avalanche will have a pressure in the beginning, I think. So first 10 minutes, it will be all Avalanche, I think.
I could see it. Definitely could see it. This is going to be a phenomenal game tonight. I can't wait. It's felt the day has been so long waiting for this to kick off, you guys.
Yeah, the anticipation, and now finally the anticipation. It's history now. We get to actually watch the game. We get to see it unfold. And all I can say is it's about bloody time, because we've been talking about it for several games now in a row. And now we're finally ready to get the puck dropped here.
And it's only June.
By the way, the opening faceoff's 8:20, so we're actually still a couple minutes away from the opening faceoff. They bump it back by 5 minutes, so they've still got to sing the national anthem. So we're still about 5 minutes away from opening faceoff, which is good news for you, prop bettors. They usually don't take the props off the board until the puck drops. So last minute cramming. It's like cramming for the exam. You got to get everything in the last minute. That's what you're doing now if you're betting the props.
Absolutely.
Like that first period, both teams to score, can easily see that happening. I think I'm going to bet this, even if I have Avalanche to win the first period. Yep. So I think I will also take both teams to score. That I can see that happening.
What value are you getting for both teams to score in the first period? Because I looked at the first period over and it's juiced. It's better value on both teams?
First period over is around minus 135 to minus 140.
It's come down.
Yeah, it's come down a little bit. Yep. Which
both
is good.
Both teams to score is like plus 180?
I got plus 180, but again, I shop around. I'm a very vigilant line shopper.
Okay,
So,
you guys, I'm going back in to take that first period over 1.5. I love that you told me that's come down a bit.
Yep. There we go. Let's get involved right from the hop here. No easing into this series for any of us. We're looking to smash some winners here right in the first 20 minutes.
You imagine not having a bet on this right now, Ian?
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
How could you not? How could you not? It's the Stanley Cup final. Like, and the thing is, and it's like the Super Bowl. I always say to people, look, I don't expect you not to bet the Super Bowl. It's the freaking Super Bowl. It's the championship games, the biggest sporting event of the year. But I personally treat it like every other game where, yeah, maybe I'm betting a lot of props tonight because it's the Stanley Cup final, or in the Super Bowl because it's the Super Bowl. But you still don't change your money management and your bankroll management. You keep it the same. And that's basically how I do it. Find a bet a lot of these props, but just make sure from an amount standpoint, you're keeping it in reason for yourself. That is, within reason. I find it hilarious that Vito and I are on totally opposite spectrums in terms of how we think this game is going to start. See, I think Colorado is going to be rusty. They're going to be off their game early with the 9 days off. And I think Tampa's live to win because I'm on Tampa in the first period and the full game tonight. But Vito thinks the 9 days, they're not going to have rust. It's going to be rest. They're going to be flying, and they're going to come out and storm Tampa, which is why this first 5-10 minutes, I really want to look closely. What does Colorado look like with 9 days off, first period, first few minutes?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Let me just add this one.
I just got that first period over 1.5 at minus 117. I'm pretty happy I didn't put it in this morning. Wow. Juiced.
This came down even further then.
Absolutely. It's phenomenal.
What's the price? What's the price?
I got minus 117.
Minus 117?
1.5. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't believe my eyes.
I gotta ask, where the hell did you find that?
It's on a Canadian book called VIP Bets.
Oh, very good. I've never heard of it, but bravo.
Only Joe has an access there.
So happy to see that.
Yep. All right, we have puck drop. We have hockey. We have the Stanley Cup final underway.
Okay, anyways, if anyone does not have the minus 117, we could wait 2 minutes and then bet it.
Yeah.
Here we go. The game has started, right?
Yeah, we are underway. Indeed, Vito. We have about 24 seconds in. We just had a whistle. And we had McInnis flying down the right wing early on, but didn't even get a shot out of it.
Okay. Let me put this live here.
By the way, if you're watching in Canada, CBC and Sportsnet, you've got Chris Cuthbert and Craig Simpson, your broadcast team, and if you're watching on ABC, you've got Sean McDonough and Ray Ferraro. So that's where we are.
Ray Ferraro.
Yeah, Ray's good. I trade. See, I prefer Cuthbert to I like McDonough for all sports, but for hockey, I prefer Cuthbert over McDonough. But I would trade Simpson to the States so Canada could get Ferraro, because Ferraro is better than Craig Simpson, in my opinion, much better.
That's true. Well, I need to add. Okay,
so we've had 3 whistles here in the first minute. So haven't been able to. Boy, that's got to suck, because these teams are probably full of adrenaline. It's the first game of the Stanley Cup final, and you've had 3 stoppages in the first minute. Can't even really get your legs going and get it fully into the game yet, and you're dying to get into it.
Exactly. I'm checking now which book will have the best first period over 1.5. I think we can see, and we will see this very soon. A lot of stops. The more stops you have, the more goals you will have. I think. How Islanders play. There is no stops at all. That's why we see no goals. A little bit. Islanders can finish a game in less than 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that one is blink and you miss it. Yeah, exactly. Right.
You come after after the period, after the new period starts, you come. It's already 10 minutes past. Like what's that? So
no question. I'm just looking to confirm what I thought, and what I thought is true. There's not many. Kryptonite or chink in the armors for Vasilevsky, but Colorado might be one of them, because he's only got a lifetime 3.4 goals against, .877 save percentage against Colorado in his career, which isn't great.
No.
It's not good. Actually, those aren't good numbers. 877 save percentage and 341 goals against lifetime for Vasi against Colorado isn't good. And he just made a big save. Just as I say that, though, he makes those numbers look erroneous because he just made a terrific save, a backhand shot by Rantanen.
Absolutely.
Okay, here we go. It's over. I want to take this over. I'm taking this over 1.5 in the first period. Now it's plus 115. So this is what I'm taking.
Beautiful.
See, that's you just wait. We're not even 2 minutes into the first period. You're already getting a plus price on over 1.5. See the difference it just makes just a couple minutes.
This should be good. This should be good.
Yep. Oh my God, I didn't even send the stream link to my own guys, my own colleagues here. Holy shit. Sir Alex wanted to come on a few minutes ago here.
Probably wondering what the heck you're doing here.
I know, exactly. There we go. Yeah.
We can all just pretend we started late.
Yeah. I knew I was forgetting something. Oh, there's a great shift by Colorado, but Vasilevsky up to the task early, but this is a nice start. This has been now 2 shifts in a row that have been good for Colorado. This is positive. And for those of you that were debunking the 9-day layoff theory, they've had a couple of nice shifts here in a row.
Absolutely have. They're putting the pressure on.
Yep.
That's what they do. That's what I said they will do. Home team advantage. Colorado is not rusty. They're not old. They will run. They will run early. And I think Tampa will be a little bit tired after that hard series, especially in game 1. And Tampa, all playoffs, they need first 2 games to figure out the opposition, After the first 2 games, they figure out the opposition. Cooper makes adjustments. And those adjustments are not like adjustments we're talking about just switching the lines or something, Those adjustments is like he tells 1 or 2 things, and the whole team does that thing, It's not like someone decides to not do that, Whole team just moves to do that thing. So that's what's good with Tampa, and those are the adjustments,
Yeah, if
not
you're
like
Tampa,
if
you're Tampa, you got to throw some rubber on Kemper. Let's see how sharp he is early. He hasn't played in a couple weeks. We'll see if they are able to do that. They finally did, and it ends up a long point shot that stopped. So there it is, first shot on goal for Tampa, but an easy pickings type of save for Kemper.
Absolutely. He needed to start with an easy save like that, though. His confidence would have been done if they would have got it in the top corner.
Yeah, you don't want to give up like a 2-on-1 rush or a breakaway for a guy that hasn't been in the net really for a couple of weeks here. But that's good. Kemper gets to feel the puck. They always say goalie feels the puck. He feels like he's into the game now, and he's a little bit more comfortable. So that definitely helps. So you're right about the live lines, Vito. Like we said, if you like over 1.5 now, you already see it down to plus 120 and climbing right now.
Nice.
With live over at 1.5. 3-on-2 rush, it looks like here for look at that great stick. Who did that? That was, I think, McDonough. Terrific play. That you're seeing every good defenseman does that now these days because it's harder to like hook and hold and grab on. Like you used to just basically grab onto an opponent when they were crossing the blue line, and that would nullify the rush, and you'd get away with it. Now you can't be doing that shit, or they'll call a penalty. You got to use that stick instead. Stick positioning. Active stick, just, time it perfectly. So you swat the puck, you knock it away, and there he goes. Rush thwarted, chance thwarted. Nice job there. That was defending 101. I'm also keeping an eye on my Bulldogs here, the local team, Hamilton Bulldogs. They're in the OHL final against Windsor in a game 7, which is where I would have been tonight if there wasn't a game 1 of the Cup final.
Oh, nice.
But keeping a close eye on that, obviously, right now. It's 1-0 still for Hamilton in the second period. They scored early, and they're sitting on the lead right now.
Who have you got in it?
Well, I'm just cheering for my team, my city. Yeah, my local boys. They were like minus 170, by the way, in game 7 tonight. It was a little too high. It's a big favorite, yeah.
Huge favorite there.
Yep, they were. Oh, I wanted to mention the comment. Someone had a comment about Joe and about the show. Let me just see here. Where was it? We saw her. I just subscribed to Joe Madden's YouTube channel. I think she's a great capper. Very nice.
Oh, appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
subscribe to the channel. Absolutely. Like basically the clips of all her little segments and podcasts she does basically like 8 or 9 mini podcasts a day. And they're like 10 to 20 minutes each. They're very short. Like it's just like an interview segment, but they're like 8 or 9 of them a day. Very busy. She's doing a great job with them. But if you subscribe to that YouTube channel, you'll find a lot of those on there. So definitely good decision to do that.
Yeah, and some super interesting guests like Vito and Ian come on my show. So it's always a lot of fun. Always so much information, you guys. I love it.
No question. No, it is. It's
yeah.
You've gotten writers, you've gotten, sports book directors, other bettors, other handicappers. You've gotten some TV and radio personalities. I mean, you've just been spraying the board, so to speak, to steal a betting phrase. You've been spraying the board in terms of your guest list. My goodness, it's been impressive.
Yeah, I'm just trying to bring unity within the industry, bringing everyone together. I love it. I love the interactions with everyone. Actually, I had 10 shows today. It was completely nuts. So I'm a little tired today. I'm not going to lie.
Yep. Alex apparently is stuck in an Uber. My sympathies to him. Held up in traffic in my Uber. So
hopefully they have the disco ball in the water in the backseat.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that before. I mean, what are you guys trying to do to me? You trying to drug me or something? Like they're trying to give me water and one time I was at a hangover. I'm in the back of an Uber coming home from Toronto. I see like disco balls and like club lights, flashing red, green, blue, different colors, and they're saying, "Here, take this pill and this." Trying to drug me? Like what the fuck? Yeah.
I didn't know whether I should in that situation. You're not supposed to take drinks from strangers, especially if they're open.
Yeah.
Come on. I don't know what you do.
Like, what are you guys up to? Oh, bad turnover. Tampa.
Oh, yeah. The turnovers from Tampa, which always happen in games 1 on the road.
See, this is what they were doing against the Rangers, but they're not the team on a 9-day layoff tonight.
Exactly.
The other guys are.
and Avs is a little bit better in offense than Rangers.
You think? Just a little bit, yeah. Captain Obvious, Captain Vito there. Yeah.
I like that name.
Hey,
Captain
penalty kill. Power play for Tampa.
Yep. Josh Manson. Oh, I don't know.
What did he do?
Guys were tangled up there, Manson and Paul. And I know on Tampa, but I don't know if that's a first penalty of the series. That's the penalty. My goodness.
That's not a penalty.
Oh, what's that? I have 2 screens. One is delayed, and I just watched. Wow, this is just what the fuck. This is just refereeing we're talking about. Yeah, I mean, this is how Ian would say. This is IIHF call, right?
That's I hate to say it. That's like that sounds like a junior hockey OHL referee kind of call there, or IIHF call.
No, I mean in World Championship, how you call it? IIHL, where Canada plays the World Championship.
Double IHF. Yep.
Yeah, that's where these calls happen.
That's
okay. Now it's the power play.
Tampa moving the puck well right now.
Oh, but Kemper is good at the moment. Okay, let's not say good, because when you say good, then some bad things happen.
That's a couple nice saves there, Darcy Kemper. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. That was
Kemper doing good.
This is a pivotal power play for Colorado. If they can hold them off here going into this first period, where they're probably going to be the rustiest for the whole series.
Yep.
It's a good sign. Definitely,
it's a huge win for Colorado.
Well, look at point. Look at point. You can notice him straight away, getting in the zone with speed.
How can you not notice him? He's like a shining lightning bolt out there.
Oh,
no pun intended.
Exactly.
Okay.
Trying to make it a little punny, Ian.
Oh yeah, of course. Punny and funny at the same time.
Punny and funny.
Yep.
Takes a lot of brain work for me to put those together, but it comes out sometimes.
I'll tell you what, they're moving this puck. Colorado can't get it clear, but
I mean that their power plays. Kucherov know how to move the puck. One Kucherov can move that puck to all the players. I think he's just standing. He's just receiving pass from all the 4 players around him. He's just passing back and forth with them.
Yeah, this is a great crowd, by the way, in Denver. They are They are amped. This is a loud environment. Great job by them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I heard
let's not
people like Russell Wilson are there and everything. So it's gonna be
Yep.
rocking tonight.
Yep. Can't let
let's
Russell
not,
down.
Can't
let's
let
not-
Russell down. That's right.
Good kill. Great kill. And good saves by Kemper. That was a little bit of everything on that penalty kill. Nicely done by them.
Absolutely.
Well,
This is a very
yeah.
good sign.
let's not forget how hard it's to actually play in Colorado the first game, right? Because of this attitude and altitude, I mean, and everything. So it's not easy. Edmonton was looking very bad that game. Well, Edmonton is Edmonton. Edmonton is different. Tampa is totally something different.
Oh, yeah. Here's Byram rushing that puck up. Beautiful.
Oh wow.
Nicely done.
Okay, the game freeze
Oh!
for me. Game freeze for me.
That puck
Rantanen,
screwed
score,
through Vasilevsky.
score, goal! Let's go!
Somebody.
Let's
You
go!
got it. You guys are ahead of me. This is
Yeah,
awesome.
let's go, Rantanen. I think Burakovsky, no, on the
Okay,
on
that's
the
good.
Nice.
First
oh
time we
Landeskog,
spoil-
Landeskog.
Landeskog, yeah.
Wow.
First time we spoil it
beautiful.
for somebody, we at least know where they are and how many seconds they're behind. So the next time there's a goal, I'll mute. I'll shut up. Yeah.
I will not.
That's good. I want to know as soon as there's a goal, so I'm not sweating it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's going to be
watching-
Landeskog's goal. Got the stick on
Yeah.
it before it went in. It might have been going in anyway, but he made sure it went in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, Vasi, you see, Vasi, altitude not ready.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways,
That's beautiful.
Yep.
Well,
I'm
look at
watching-
his smile as he's pushing that in too. He's like, "I've got it. It's going in."
Yeah.
That's awesome.
so our first period -1.5, looking good. Let's go. Need another one for us to cash over 1.5.
So that's a thumbs down for Tampa first period, that goal, but it is good news for over 1.5, which I have, as well as
Yeah.
both teams to score. So
Both
the
teams
good
to
news.
score, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, something will happen, I think.
how about that? A little leakage on Vasilevsky there. He let that puck get through him a little bit. That's
Yeah.
you don't see that very often.
So Rantanen and someone else on the assists there, except Rantanen. I think D-man, no, Devon Taves or someone.
I don't know who it was.
Let me check. I will check. Oh,
Someone saying
Colorado.
we are way behind.
Okay.
I don't know why my TV won't. My TV.
Not
doesn't-
Taves. Byram, right? He was skating up the puck. You told.
He is phenomenal. Another guy that can skate like the wind, Mike Byram. Byram's going to be so good. People
I
are already
think-
talking about McCarr and Taves. Wait till Byram starts to keep on getting better and more games under his belt.
Absolutely.
I think that was the episode when you said, "Look at Byram, how he skates up the puck," right?
Yeah.
That's when the goal happened. I think.
That's right.
His
Rush
yeah.
started it. Yep.
Yeah. He passed with the backhand to Rantanen, and then the shot came. Yeah.
Yeah, it was his rush that started that opportunity.
Yeah.
Colorado.
No, you see, these are the key players. From everything started from him. I mean, he took the puck moving defensemen. Those are the best defensemen out there.
Oh my God!
Oh, nice chance. Yeah, go! Let's go! Whoa, big ball! Let's go!
Oh, beautiful.
He
I
sounds
was
drunk
like,
when he
what are
celebrates
we
a goal.
cheering for? That's freaking awesome. Here we go. I only
Let's
need
go.
two more goals
I had
and
a
then the rest of the game.
I had a prop on this guy, so I'm cashing his prop as well. Let's go.
Look at this. Who Hedman to no? That was a good stick. Oh, and then look at that. That's what got them. But that's a bad goal here by Vasilevsky. My gosh, what's happened with him here early?
Thanks, you guys.
Oh,
for
it went
over
off
1.5.
Bogosian. Oh, it went off Bogosian. Okay. I can kind of.
Yeah.
It's not really his fault now.
This is the same thing which happened, guys, when Tampa played in Colorado last time in regular season. 2 early goals. And Tampa was down. And then Tampa climbed back in the game and Avs won 3-2 that game.
Yeah, I was gonna say it still was a low scoring game, even though it started out fast, right?
Yep. Well,
Of
there's the over
course.
1.5, just like that.
Thanks,
Cash,
guys.
of course.
I'm so glad you told me it
Let's
came down in
go.
value.
Yep.
Yeah. I
Big
think someone
Val, there it is. cash that prop too, minus 120 to get a point, and plus 375 to score a goal, which I bet at Bet365 as well.
Big Well was a
I
must.
posted that on Twitter. I hope someone Twitter at Bobano. For you knuckleheads that don't follow me still, you all should. Plus 370. I said that was off market, that price, by the way, on Big Val to score. Most books had him in the plus 200, plus 250 range, Nichushkin. It's not so much that I loved him to score, but all the books had like plus 210, plus 220. And here's Bet365 sticking out a plus 375 on him. I'm like, that's off target. There's no way it should be that high. And I had to bet it at that price. Glad I did now.
Absolutely, you did.
Like, that's the kind of thing, Vito. When you see a bunch of sports books have someone to score a goal, someone that's playing on your top line for Colorado at plus 210, and another book's got plus 375, you just have to bet the plus 375, do you not? You just have to.
Well, yeah, if you see this big deficiency, then yeah, of course. Yeah. Obviously everything is situational, but I mean, we're talking here about Big Val.
Yeah.
Big Val was he's in a line with Landeskog and McKinnon. How can you not bet him to score? You know he's gonna get chances. All you need him is to put the puck in the net, and you see. Colorado altitude, Vasilevsky. Well, okay, that was a deflection, but still, Vasi takes those at home. You know, he does not care if it's a deflection or not.
There's no question. Now, I give Vasilevsky a complete pass now for the second goal because it deflected in off Zach Bogosian. He was sprawling down to try to block the shot. It ended up going in on him and kind of threw the goaltender off. And yeah, you can say, hey, it still went through him, but I don't blame the goalie. When it hits your defenseman right in front of you, it's a sudden, just changes by a fraction, the geometry of the puck movement. It just changes by a fraction, and it throws off a goalie. And it's hard to blame the goalie when that happens, when it goes in off it hits your defenseman right in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, my mic sounds very bad.
You have another goal, but not that game. Hamilton, I think, has just scored, although they might look at it for either a high stick or a goalie interference, maybe. Mark Savard, they're motioning that Windsor's coach. By the way, Mark Savard's the Windsor Spitfires coach of this junior team.
No, we lost Vito.
Uh-oh, we did. Yes, indeed. And it's getting a little heated after the goal in the Windsor-Hamilton game.
And
you may not want to pick on Arbor Jacki, you morons. He'll eat you for dinner. Look at some of these little Windsor little shits. This guy, Arbor Jacki, would eat them for dinner, for breakfast and lunch combined.
Can you hear me better now?
Yep, very good.
Okay, you could tell me that my mic was off. I didn't know. I see people writing me that I need to fix my mic.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, Hamilton Bulldogs.
saying to Jacki,
Hamilton Bulldogs scored just now, 2-0, right?
Yeah, we think so. They're gonna, I think, review it for high stick.
Okay.
But we're gonna take a look. Yeah. It's a big goal if it counts, because this would make it 2-0. Let's see. All right, we've got Joe and Vito watching the Avs and Lightning, so I got to stay on the Bulldogs beat for now. I want to make sure this goal counts.
Okay.
They're reviewing it for a potential high stick.
What do you think after looking at the reviews here?
It's not easy really to call, which means that the call on the ice was that it was a goal, so they've got to stay with it. If they determine there's not enough evidence. Yeah.
It'd be so hard to be a ref. I really think it would.
Yeah.
I'd be so biased. I'd be the worst ref in the world.
Yeah. It's a huge moment in the game because it's either still 1-0 or it goes to 2-0. But anyway, this looks like with these OHL, one of the things I've figured out about the OHL, they really take a long time with these reviews. So I'm going to focus a little more on the Avs game for now. Yeah.
Rookies,
Oh, they're just like, They're not even wet behind the ears, these freaking referees in junior hockey. They're just getting in. They probably came right from the education or referee school or some shit, right into refereeing an OHL final.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
Yep. That's probably
Got to
it.
start somewhere. So you might even start there. I mean, leagues like ECHL, it's total jungle, you know.
Yep.
The things happening there. I mean, as the guest Ray Bryce said, I mean they have one or two. They have two refs, but they don't call shit there. I mean, you do cross checks, you slash, and I mean, there's going on some wild stuff, you know. Not like in NHL even. In NHL, there are more big clean hits.
Yeah.
So yeah, Byram, nice. Now I'm watching the replay. Byram, very nice play in that goal. Top
It was
play.
a great rush up the ice, great play. And that guy is just barely 20 years old. Look how much
Crazy.
freaking upside and potential he has in going forward. Yeah.
He's so talented, so young.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy, Joe? Like he's just 20 years old. He's just getting his feet wet. Like he hasn't even played a full season this year with Colorado. And look at just the improvement. And look at he's going to be Cale Makar. He's going to be the Robin to Cale Makar's Batman on this team. Just from an offensive, just the dynamic they bring back in.
His Batman, I love it. Not his Robin, his Batman.
Yep. Yep.
Gonna be
Byron's
awesome.
going to be the Robin to Makar's Batman, and that's the
They're
way
gonna have many Batmans in Avalanche team. Like Devon Taves is also not bad.
It's the right call. There's not enough video to overturn that goal anyway. So 2-0 Hamilton. There we go. Yep.
That's awesome. Go Hamilton.
Yep.
What's the environment at those games, Ian? You said you normally go to them.
Tonight it's even better and bigger. I think the environment because they opened up the upper part of the arena, First Ontario Center. It's funny. It's called the First Ontario Credit Union Center. So what are the initials? First Ontario Credit Union, FOCU. I always call it. We're going to the FOCU.
I love it.
Yeah, we're going to the FOCU to watch the Bulldogs going. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, watch the Bulldogs game.
Okay,
I would do the same.
So Tampa in offensive zone shot. Yeah. Nothing. Avs keeping. You see everything on the outside. That's why the course is so low. You know they don't let pucks also get to the net, so they're blocking shots pretty nice. Well, that's what you need to do in finals, I guess. Okay, here we go. Nice chance for Tampa. Oh, that's a goal. They scored. Both teams.
Oh, Nick Paul. Yeah. Wow. Nick Paul scores. Plus 375. Yeah.
Wow. That's good plus money. Great hit, you guys.
Woo.
Nick Paul. Finally. Just about it. This guy scores on the road, you know. He's a grinder. So you can take him, I think, on the road.
150. Double dip there with Nick Paul's going to get one at some point. Oh, you know what? He didn't even get all of that, but still, he just tucked it around the pad of Kemper.
Beautiful goal.
Right in the corner, and that's a huge goal for Tampa. It quells the momentum a little bit for Colorado, and there's both teams to score. Yeah, plus 180, plus 160, whatever you got. It was a great price.
It was.
First period is not disappointing, that's for sure.
Yeah. Wow. I don't even give it two shits if Tampa first period loses for me, the money line, because we've got over 1.5 cash, both teams to score first period, plus 180 comes through. We've now got goal score prop on point prop on Nichushkin and goal score prop plus 3. I've cashed 2 plus 375 goal score props already tonight. Holy shit.
It's freaking good money, Ian. Yeah. Good money. Congratulations.
Wow. Not one.
Man. Always this Johnson, man. Again, this Johnson, you know, the goal was scored. Johnson was there. I checked the roster. He had the worst stats from all the 6 defensemen from Avs. That's how what stats show, you know. I just watch the stats mostly. I don't say anything else.
That's unbelievable. And they were both the exact same price. Nick Paul and Valerie Nichushkin were both plus 375. Wow. So that's
Crazy.
plus 750 worth of winning props for goal scorers
Wow.
in this period. Wow.
In one period, Ian. That's
In one
phenomenal.
period.
Wait,
Yeah,
all
there we
three
go.
goals, you had a prop bet on them, right?
Yep.
You gotta be
That's
smiling
what-
no matter what now.
Yep.
Let's go.
Wow.
Right? The rest of this game's just gravy
Outstanding.
to you.
Yep.
Okay. Avs now. Well, now Bolts maybe get a little bit of momentum. Let's see. Well, you see, Kucherov not noticeable except the power play, but power play is different thing. 5-on-5, I haven't seen him yet.
No, that's a good point. We haven't seen him just yet. No. There he is, beautiful play by Byram. Didn't force the puck, just deflected, and good save by Vasilevsky there. That took a crazy hop right in front of him. Yep, so 2-0 Hamilton in the other game, as we just mentioned, that goal counted. Good stuff indeed. So there we go. What a start to the
Man, I need this Colorado first period. It's important. Minus 1.5. Plus, the price was, I think, plus 160. So 5 minutes left, and someone has joined us, I think.
We do. I believe it is someone that there he is. It's someone that was on our show a few weeks back. This is Tyler Harkins on the Betcast. Tyler, welcome back. Thanks for joining us here.
Yeah, I wanted to tap in. I just threw down a live bet here when Colorado was up 2-0. I saw a good value at it, so I had to tap in.
Yeah, absolutely. What did you take there?
I took Tampa to come back and win money line.
Oh, right.
Let's go.
Wow, there you go. At 2-0, you would have got a good price.
Yeah, 2-0 plus 400.
Plus 450.
Wow, and they're never out of a game, Tampa Bay. That's for damn sure. And you just saw them get a big goal. You're already sitting with a good price now in your pocket because now the live line is plus 220. So look at the difference already just after the Nick Paul goal.
Look at that. You got to be aware. You got to always be ready. Have the website up, have the ticker ready. Don't be afraid to press the enter button,
Don't I know it? Yeah. I've only been doing that shit for 10 years. Saying, hey, I got to bet now, not bet now. What do I do? Do I pull the trigger now? Do I not? Yeah, those are the decisions I wrestle with every day.
Yeah. And to anyone that's not subscribed to the email list, I mean, they got to get on that.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that's the email list is meant to help people make money. And the subscription, you get it for free though, because you're like a personal friend or a connection of that kind. So you get it for free. But yeah, the regular public, they usually have to pay for it. So yeah, you know where to find me if you want to get that. And I gave you all the props there in the email right before the game. And look what we've hit. We've hit Nichushkin to score, and we've had freaking Nick Paul to score and get a point. It's been an incredible start with the props. And this looks like we're going to have a good night betting this game because it's looking like a lot of goals are going to be on the horizon here.
Yep. No, I agree. Did you have Landeskog as well?
I actually didn't bet any Landeskog stuff tonight. Anything for him, believe it or not.
We'll give him the night off. But yeah, he tapped one in.
Yeah, he got the first goal for Colorado there. Just a puck that just squeaked past Vasilevsky, which was rare. So, Tyler, what did you bet before the game started? Did you have any pregame?
No, I actually didn't. I did not tap in until I sat down with my roommates. I was a little late to the game, but I sat down with them, watched them go 2-0. One of my roommates took Colorado. And, we got to have a little in-house rivalry. So I was just waiting.
Yes.
I saw something good pop up.
So what's the guy that loses have to give to the guy that won? Like a free meal or whatever?
Yeah,
Something
he's going to have to probably bake us a cake.
Oh, okay.
Cake,
very
chocolate, vanilla? What you going
Jake, what would you prefer to bake? He's going to bake me a double chocolate cake, and it's going to be glorious. And I can't wait.
Make sure he serves you ice cream too.
Ice cream too? Do I go vanilla ice cream or do I go chocolate ice cream?
Oh, vanilla ice cream with double chocolate cake all the way.
Okay, cool. I didn't know how rambunctious you were getting out here.
See, I'd personally top up chocolate cake with chocolate ice cream because chocolate anything is just my favorite shit in the world. Yeah, I love chocolate cake. Like, any chocolate fudge cake too. I'm getting hungry now just thinking about it. Yeah.
Well, see, I'm thinking vanilla ice cream, but then like chocolate fudge drizzled on top.
Oh, stop. That's not
I
glorious.
hope you win. I hope your roommate makes all of that for you.
No, I hope so too. Maybe
Okay.
I'll package it up with some what's it called, dry freezed ice, and I'll send it on over to your house
Oh, perfect.
or
I
the
love
office,
that.
whatever. Yeah, we don't have to be too personable. I'll
Someone
send it
is
to your
asking.
PO
My
box.
house, my office, all the same thing.
PO box, whatever. We'll keep that. That'd be good.
Alex, the Uber has let you go. They were holding you hostage, my friend.
Jesus
You're
Christ.
good. You're out.
All right, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tap out. I appreciate you. I'll be back though in the second period. Okay.
All right,
Nice
very
meeting
good. We'll
you.
see you soon, Tyler. Yep.
Take
you,
care.
Tyler.
Thank you. Bye.
Yep. There he is. That's Tyler Harkins joining us. He's going to be back later, it sounds like, though. Yeah, so Alex.
Penalty.
Yeah,
Half power play. Let's go.
we missed quite a bit,
31%.
James.
Hey,
penalty
Alex, how
alert.
are you doing?
Good. Just running a little late. There was a bit of an accident on my way back from the liquor store. And so that's why I was held up. So I was watching part of the game. I got to see the first goal on my phone. And thankfully got to get in. I don't know if anyone was checking the live check. I did have the first period over 1.5 plus 120. So that cashed.
Nice.
That's
good.
what
Yep.
everyone took that today. That was a must-have bet.
Yeah, I love the bet, but I just didn't like the price. I was glad I was able to get it at a better price. So
Yeah, I took it live. You see at plus 115 where we were sitting here at Betcast.
wonderful. Cheers,
But
everybody.
that's
Drinking Jameson
Yeah,
Black
cheers.
Barrel,
Absolutely. There it is. A friend of mine, Keith, actually, who's in Winnipeg, is in Chicago right now, Alex, for training for his job. And he's
okay.
actually at Wrigley Field for the Cubs game. So I don't know whether it's pity him or not. But
Well, I mean, it's a nice place to go and drink. But that's about it. If you're
not to
looking for
watch
good baseball.
not to watch a competent baseball team, though, right?
Okay, the game.
Not so much.
Okay. It's a penalty. 5-on-3, I think.
Wow.
Cirelli,
Yeah,
a
it's gonna be
penalty.
5-on-3. And that's one of their best penalty killers going in the box, too. Anthony Cirelli. So this is a long time for a team like Colorado to have a 5-on-3.
Sergachev and Cirelli on penalty box. Those two guys are killing penalties. Yeah, that'll be hard.
See what McCarr just did on the replay there? He fake, moved to the middle of the ice, looked like he's going to go that way and pass it this way. Then he goes and passes it back the other way. What does that mean? What does that do? It's just what I talked about today, opening up the seams, opening up the lanes against this Tampa team that's just always in the lane, it seems, ready to block the shot. And that's what you can get. That's why I think you can get them off kilter if you're Colorado. Keep doing that.
Definitely.
You've really got to go an extra mile here if you're going to open up plays against Tampa's defense. And they've already done a great job of that here in this first period.
Can they get
Someone
another
was
goal
asking.
here?
Someone was asking in the
if you
chat.
can get it live, I mean, some places will shut down. I know Bet Online will shut down all live play during a 5-on-3. They've done it all postseason. So
This is beautiful. Come on, Avs. Get another
5-on-3.
goal.
Yeah. Lots of time, too. Yeah. Again, if there's a goal, I'll try to mute my reaction.
Don't. It's
I will. I'll
okay.
try to. Yeah. Good puck movement. See, the players are moving, though. The puck's moving. That's good.
Someone was asking in the chat if over 7.5 is a look. So I don't know.
possibly.
Yeah.
Myself, I don't like actually to bet, more goals than it was in the beginning. But it's always going to be a look. Well,
I thought
Tampa,
this would be a 4-3 going into it, but I could see this being that one more goal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't
Great.
expect this many in the first.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go 3-1.
Wow.
And it's Lehkonen, another man we had to score a goal in a freaking point tonight. Are you shitting me?
Beautiful.
Plus
I need
100
one
to
more
get a
goal to
point,
get
plus
over their team
300 to
total,
score.
3.5.
Yeah.
Freaking awesome.
Lehkonen tipped that in for sure.
Lehkonen, let's go. Everybody scoring. Good day.
This is unbelievable.
Absolutely is. Phenomenal.
It Ian is just watching and really can't understand what's going on. Have I seen this before? Or what is this, a dream?
This is a great goal.
That's 2 plus 375s and a plus 300 goal.
Cooper is pissed. Look at Cooper. Cooper is angry. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Tampa's going to come out on fire in the second period. They're going to be so upset right now going into the locker room.
Cooper has been whining about the refs a little bit more, as I've noticed lately. I mean, even against the Rangers. Remember where the Rangers tied it in Game 6 on the power play, and he's right. You can see him to the refs. It's on you. That was on you.
Yeah,
saying that after they scored the power play goal. Come on, John.
He was not happy there.
Yeah. I mean, come on. I didn't hate that penalty call. I didn't. I don't think it was a bad call. I think it was a 50-50 call. Just went against him.
Yeah, I agree.
It wasn't a blatantly bad call that led to that 5-on-3.
Now here's the thing. Is, I mean, as great as Vasilevsky is, do you go with Elliott to shake things up in the second period?
Not yet. I think if it gets to 4-1, you do.
Yeah, because 4-1, you're in a world of hurt at this point.
And quickly.
Don't pull him. I've got his over saves tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Joe take
no.
Yeah.
That's a scary moment.
That's exactly why I've yet to make a bet on saves over or under all year long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a scary situation. It's like, please don't leave him in.
Yeah.
Because he saved 12 so far, 15 shots, 3 goals. Saved 12. We need him just get over 33, and then we're fine.
Yeah, that's a tough ask the way he's playing right now.
Palat almost had my
Palat's post, I think.
Now. He just got robbed by Kemper. Great save, Kemper.
Yeah.
Oh, one time. Oh, okay. And well, you have to have a little bit of attack. I mean, a 3-1.
I'm going to be betting both teams in the second period.
Yeah,
for sure. Because I don't know if I trust Tampa to keep. This is going to be like the Rangers game 1. It's starting to look like for Tampa, where Rangers score in every period.
I mean,
they're having a hard time adjusting to the new opponent, which Vito kind of hinted at earlier. Yeah.
2 games. They need 2 games. But Tampa, they make those adjustments, like this. They tell one thing, and all unit does the same thing, So
everybody and his brother is going to be taking Tampa Bay in game 2 if they lose tonight.
Well, that could be I can see them actually even losing the second, then coming home and again winning both at home.
Like the Rangers series, right? Yeah. Exactly. That's when the awful loss streak got snapped. Game 2, everyone assumed game 2 against the Rangers. They bounced back and they ended up going down 2-0 in New York. Yeah.
And I was hoping for Tampa rather to get a hot start and win this game because I wanted to go back and bet Colorado for the series, and then I'd have plus 415 for Tampa, and even if I'm laying minus $1.10 for Colorado, I'd be covered both ways. But gonna be tough to get that
chance yet. Although it's still early, but obviously they got work to do here.
And here's the thing: both of these teams can come back from behind.
Yeah.
Colorado's a team we've seen give up leads. So that's something to keep up. Yeah, Colorado throughout the regular season and even a couple times in the playoffs, we saw them give up a couple of 2-goal and 3-goal leads. So, yeah, this is far from over, but it's not looking good. And the way Colorado skating the Lightning the same way the Rangers did in the first couple of games in that conference final.
Yep. Right about that. Right now, it's a call. This is a new level of. I'm telling you right now, and I said this because. What was that, Vito?
No, I mean the Tampa on the road, and Rangers also did the same thing to Tampa, just Rangers are not that skilled as Avs, plus it's in Colorado with that altitude, so all these things together is just hard to hold on to game. I think Cooper told to them first 10 minutes will be very hard. You guys, you have to hold into the game, and this is what happens, so this is not
That was why I bet Tampa to score in the first 10 minutes and just missed that by maybe a minute and a half. Their first goal came, I think, at the 12:20 mark.
Yeah, it was just like with 8 minutes or so left. So it was like 11 minutes and change when that goal went in for Nick Paul. Yep. So 3-1 Colorado. That is the end of a pretty high event first period. That is for sure. Woo. I can't believe we've been on for an hour. Because everything was going on in that first period. It didn't feel like it.
Yeah, it was definitely a great first period here.
Especially for Avs fans and backers. So recap as the dust settles. Tampa first period, no good for me. That falls short. But first period over cash. Both teams to score plus 180. A lot of people had it at plus 160. That cashed in the first period. 3 goal scorer props at plus 300 or better. Incredible. I mean, wow. Lehkonen, Paul, and Nichushkin. Wow. I'm still stunned by that. It's not that I bet I'm expecting hopefully to win at least 1 or 2 of them, but to cash all 3 of them and cash all 3 in the first period, that's nuts. At those prices. Lehkonen is going to be an X factor in this series, and Lehkonen has really stepped it up offensively. There's a parallel. When have we started to see Lehkonen really step it up offensively in these playoffs? Do you know what this traces back to? Nazem Kadri being out against
so
Edmonton. Right. That's when Lehkonen really started to, you know what? He's getting more involved. He's taking more shots. He's getting more opportunities, chances. It's back to when Kadri got injured in the Edmonton series. And look what's happened. He's been having opportunities, scores the big series winner in overtime against Edmonton to end that series. And look at that. He gets a goal tonight.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, absolutely. What's not phenomenal is I'm out of beer, which means we've got to go and we've got to rectify that, which we're actually, you know what? We're not going to do that yet because Vito's apparently gone away. And Alex just dropped. I want to wait for Alex to come
Everyone's
back.
Leaving. Everyone's grabbing a beer.
I'm still here. It doesn't mean I'm gone.
Okay, there we go.
You need to grab a beer. Vito and I are going to talk about what we're going to
Joe's got to have a co-host for a few minutes. Yeah, while I get back. All right, I'll be back.
Okay, Vito. Second period. What are we looking at here?
What we're looking at. It's 3-1. I mean, I was watching at the end of the period. I mean, Tampa will come out more ready a little bit.
Okay, because we can get the Avs -1 at plus 283. I'm getting on my book right now. With how they dominated in -1. Just -1. Plus 283. How can I not hit that?
You can take it, I don't want to tell you not to take it because it can hit, I will tell you why I will not take it.
Why? What are you going to do?
Why you want to take Avs -1 goal in a second period?
Yeah.
I don't want to take a team which is leading, because in hockey, most of the times we see teams coming back, team which is down will push, team which will be, team which is up will not push. They will try to play more D, but defense. But again, they will have many odd man rushes, so that's where you can win your bet. So there's many angles, so your bet can easily win. You're gonna have the odd man rushes, which Avs can score. But most of the pressure will come from Tampa now, I think, because they're actually down. This first period, Tampa will get in the game. I think we're gonna see better Tampa team on the second period.
Okay, so second period, we've got total goals. 1 goal at plus 195, 2 goals at plus 195, 3 at 309. What are you thinking for goals here?
For Avs?
That is for exact goals for the game. You thinking any of those? Can you call those exact goals?
I can see 2 goals happening, for example.
2 goals plus 195?
Yeah, but overall, 2 goals can be there. Well, you can bet over 2 goals in second period and have price which is plus 110. That's over 2 goals for the second period. I think it could be a great look. You'll get
I'm getting over 2.5 at plus 170. I like that as well. If you go up,
no, you like always some higher odds.
I'm chasing the plus money. I am. I don't want to hit the 2 and get a push. I want to hit the 2.5 and get the plus 170. I've got 68 point difference. I'd rather hit that.
You talking about this is for the second period over? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to get my screen back in order here.
I'm taking Avs -1 for the second period and the over 1.5 or over 2.5. Sorry.
I got over 1.5 minus 159. That's not actually bad. I normally wouldn't lay that in the regular season, but the way that this pace is going right now, and these two teams, that's almost pretty much like both teams to score, which I'll have that as well. I got to open that up in a separate spot, but I like both of those. If you can't get both teams to score, I like 1.5 over in the second period.
I like it.
So, I think Avs are not feeling great. How you say, fat and sassy, So they will come out in second period. We will see Tampa team a little bit different, Cooper will.
I was gonna say Cooper's gonna light a fire under their ass in the locker room. You can believe that. So
You're gonna see they will come out now. Actually, I'm open something now for Tampa maybe. Well, I don't think Tampa actually are losing the second period. I don't see them going down 3 goals into third period. So
I almost like them. I might take them -110 to score next goal. It's -110 for each team right now to get the next goal. So I might look at that as well as both to score.
You can get Tampa money line second period +120.
Yeah,
which is not a bad look. Even if I'm on the Avs and I have Avs money line, this is just I don't see Tampa going down 3 goals in the third period. Well, of course that can happen, but that's a great price. So if anyone maybe are looking, then Tampa money line second period +120 is good.
Yeah, both teams to score a goal in the second period +125. I'm on that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Anything else you guys are taking in the second period?
No, just Lightning -110 to score next goal, and both teams to score second period +125. That's it for right now.
Nice.
All right. Okay, I will take a small. In live I don't play big units. And it's also just for fun more. So I will just go with Tampa Bay money line. I think I don't know. Someone's writing in the chat they're finding +190, which I don't know where you can find +190
for what?
Tampa Bay money line for second period.
Oh wow!
So basically, if it's a draw,
that's worth a sprinkle, no matter what.
Yeah.
That if it's a draw, you push it. If they win, you win. So, but I see +120. That's the thing. Let me see some other books maybe.
Yeah, always got to shop those lines. That's for sure.
Well, especially
I took Avs -1 second period at +283. I couldn't say no to that. I just couldn't.
Well, I went with Avs also today. First period cashed well with that +170.
Yeah. And then I got the over 2.5 +170.
You got over 2.5 in the first period?
Pardon?
In a first period, you got 2.5, or in a second period, 2.5?
Second period here. It's only +170 in the second period. I'm still gonna hit it.
2.5 is a bit steep. I get what you're saying. You want to go for the bigger value. I would be fine taking. Somebody said 2 +105. Like I said, you push on 2, you get your money back, and you can look for something in the third. And that's the thing with for me. A difference between live betting and pregame betting is that I'll try to look for that 2.5 pregame, but I'll try and take my shots to where I can cushion myself with a push in game, because I know I'm going to be trying to fire something later on. So
okay, I like that logic there. I think we see a lot of goals in the second. I think the third's where the adjustments come in. I wouldn't be shocked if we get no goals in the third.
Oh, that's tough. That depends on what we see out of the second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm expecting an explosive second. We'll see.
All right, there we go. We got going to the dark beer. I've been possessed by the dark side of the force right here. Yeah.
What kind of beer is
Crazy
that?
in here, Ian.
Ian, what kind of beer is that?
That is basically it's I'm just trying to see what the sour brown ale. There it is. Yeah. Baby steps.
Ooh, I tried a sour beer the other day and I didn't like it. I can't lie. It was gross.
Wow. It's again, you've got to it's some people just sort of like the old school.
It's an acquired taste.
It's an acquired.
No, I love all beers. Like I love IPAs, I love dark beers. I tried the sour beer out in BC and it was light. Like it was a light sour beer, and I don't know, it had just such a weird taste. It was one sip and I was like, can I change, please? So
I think they're great in the summer because they're refreshing. They beer is not known to quench your thirst, Some of the sour beers I've had, especially on a hot fucking summer day, they quench my thirst, and it's
Okay.
refreshing.
Maybe that was my problem. I wasn't trying it on a hot summer day.
That could be it.
Yeah.
It could
I'm
be
rolling
it.
old trusty Miller Genuine Draft. That's my
Yeah.
beer choice from now on, pretty much.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or if you drink beer, I think you kind of swore off beer or was thinking.
That's it.
of
That's it. This is. I'm sticking to MGD, and that's it. That's
There you
my
go.
resolution. I said by the time I'm 30, I'm gonna stop drinking beer and just stick to liquor. And so now that's official. It's MGD or it's booze.
There you go. That's my decision,
Okay.
and I'm sticking to it. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think second period is soon about to start. So what I have taken Tampa money line at plus 120, which is a great price, I think. And I will wait a little bit in game and try to bet again over 1.5 goal, maybe. Maybe if we don't see early goals, that's when I'm gonna go.
Yeah, over 1.5 minus 159. Like I said, I don't think that's not awful. Like I said, I wouldn't bet that any other time of the year, but probably in the finals. Yeah.
Now, come on, Matthew Green. You know better than that. I hold my alcohol, liquor, and everything else in between very well.
Oh yeah. Oh, Ian can
I
drink.
couldn't comment on that, Ian, because I've never
Ian
seen you
can
after
drink.
a couple.
Yeah.
I've drank with Ian, and I'm a pretty good drinker. Ian can hold his own with the best.
Yes, I know.
I love it.
It takes a fucking lot for me to have a
Yeah,
massive
yeah,
hangover. Yeah.
Yeah.
And nothing that a little hydrolyte that I see in the distance
Oh, yeah.
can't fix for me. Yeah.
Well, I don't get hungover, but I sure act like an idiot. So
Yeah.
Well, good for you guys not getting hangovers, because I get some horrible hangovers. But like you said, you get a little applesauce, a little ginger ale, a little Pedialyte.
oh, applesauce, really? I can't do that. Like
Yeah.
normally, I can imagine hungover.
Yeah, no, it's when you get that feeling where you gotta put something in your stomach, but you can't eat any solid food. A little bit of applesauce, it goes a long way.
Okay, but after
Save
like
me
a
the
heavy
calories.
night of drinking, don't you guys like go get McDonald's or something like that so that it like absorbs everything, and then you wake up in the morning and you're fine?
Greasy
You're fat,
food, yeah,
but you're fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a little fried chicken.
Yeah.
Fried chicken, I like it.
Raising Cane's, get that Texas toast, a little bread to soak everything up.
I've got to find a way to quell my late night hunger because it's becoming an issue. Like now, I stay up now till 2 a.m., 3. This didn't happen like a few years ago. Now,
yeah.
1 a.m., 1:30, I got to find something to eat, put something in that microwave in the oven, heat something up, get some kind of popcorn or chips or some shit going.
Get some healthy snacks, but get some. You like pickled ginger at all?
I haven't
with sushi.
had it often, but maybe,
Oh,
yeah.
man. That is
Something just healthier.
It's
Yeah.
healthy and it's tasty. And it's a good like appetite almost suppressor. Like it fills you up a little bit and then you're good. Like that's what I used to eat late at night. That and
Is that
pickled jalapenos.
pink stuff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Comes with sushi? Really? You can just buy that?
Yeah. Yeah. You can get it online at Amazon. You can get like a 3-pack for like $10 on Amazon.
What? Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Look at all the stuff I'm learning with you guys tonight.
Yeah, exactly. How to quell your late night munchies. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. We do it all. Hockey breakdowns and how to make sure your stomach is
We're always here to
bottom
help.
sleep.
You know? That's the thing.
Way better than McDonald's at 2 a.m, right? Dangerous with skip,
Yeah.
right? I've been drinking. I need to skip the dishes. McDonald's,
Yeah,
Before the
McDonald's and
pandemic-
poutine. Late night poutine usually I order too. Yeah.
oh, right?
Before the pandemic, I live right down the street from Mickey's Diner, which if you've ever seen the Mighty Ducks, any of those movies, that's where
Yeah.
Charlie's mom worked. So that's where we used to hit after the bar closed at 2 a.m. We used to go in there for years, and then they didn't reopen after the pandemic because they had a lot of things. The place is old. It's an old like train car, so they didn't have any. They weren't really compliant with any regulation restaurant rules. So for people who've seen that movie or whatever, it's been in multiple movies that are based in Minnesota. But that was the old late night joint, open 24 hours a day. I used to order 2 pancakes and then get a half-pound burger in between. So
That's quite the combo.
Yep.
Syrup or no syrup with those pancakes and the burger?
yeah, syrup and
Yes.
hot sauce.
Love it. Love it. That'd be amazing.
I think Ian, you've probably seen it on my Facebook a long time ago. You've probably seen the photos that I posted of that
Yeah.
burger.
It looks like yes. This really sucks right now that both games are at the intermission because I was hoping to see now. I thought Hamilton would at least now be starting the third
Oh
period.
yeah, what's the
already,
score?
but 2-0 Hamilton going
Right,
to the
nice.
third period. So 1 period away from the Memorial Cup.
Good stuff. Rooting for 'em.
Yeah, let's hope so. They look wonderful in their black and gold jerseys. I love those colors for that.
You hear that? Was it their GM that's possibly going to be looking one of the guys up for a spot with Montreal this year?
Yeah, Steve Stamkos, a longtime NHL defenseman. Yeah, with the Oilers. I remember they went to the Cup final against Carolina way back 2006. He was on that team. Yeah, and he's the GM of the Bulldogs. Done a good job.
What position is he? Are they talking about with him in Montreal though? I'm confused because I thought they already had a GM.
Yeah, not a G. He'll be like an assistant. They're going to break him in and learn the ropes, be an assistant, be a consultant probably for a little bit. Okay. I think that's definitely going to be a part of it. Yeah, Joe's just letting us know here in the chat there that she's got to go at 9:30. Yeah, that's okay. That's no problem. It's a enter and leave as you please here on the Betcast. Yeah.
Just wanted to give you a heads up, so I just didn't rudely click off.
No, that's good. So 15 minutes of Joe, and then the cup of Joe will be empty at that point.
Right? Yeah. The cup of Joe is empty. Wasn't coffee tonight. Have you guys had an espresso martini? I have to ask, so.
Yes.
Oh, they're the best.
Good. And it's funny, I don't like regular coffee, but I love coffee flavored alcohol. Like Patron Cafe was something me and a friend of mine used to drink a lot of shots of about maybe 6 or 7 years ago. So.
I got to learn how to make those at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple drink.
Sounds like something I might want to try. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was out last Wednesday night and I smelt one going across the restaurant. And I was like, whoa. Espresso and booze? Are you kidding me? At 9:00 at night? That's absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good start of the night drink. You don't want to, have one of those after midnight, probably, but unless you're at an after hour spot. Maybe.
Well, we were scootering after, so really had to limit myself.
All right, so did I confirm what I'm on? I should, just because I don't think I have yet, because second period will be starting in a few minutes. I actually ended up taking Tampa plus 165, second period puck line, minus a half.
Let's go.
First period was bad. I get it, not good, but we know Colorado's been letting teams back into games at times on home ice. So the plus 165 for Tampa puck line. It's Tampa at plus 165 to win a period when they're down by 2, and you would expect Tampa to really want to be showing up strong here, yeah.
And the other big edge in the series toward Tampa, other than goaltending, which I guess right now you can kind of question a bit, but the coaching. I trust John Cooper to make more, better changes and more in-game decisions than Bednar. Not to say that Bednar is a bad coach. I know some people haven't been as high on him, but I think Cooper's excellent when it comes to making changes, period by period and game by game.
Yeah, so I'm on that, and I'm on the both teams again. Once again, not as good of a price this time, plus 150.
Oh, you got better than me. I got plus 125. So
yeah. Good old 365 again.
There you go.
It's for some reason, Bet365 consistently prices that both teams to score in these NHL games higher. I don't know why, but they do.
Yeah.
I got Lightning to score next goal at minus $1.10.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Let's go. Landeskog against Point.
Looks like Ray Bryce is joining us in the third. Sounds like. Yep. There you go. Ray Bryce will join. It sounds like he was joining us in the third period. So second period and the third period is just starting in Hamilton for one person that cares, me.
So the recap first period was very good. Let's see. Let's hope the second period is even better.
Yeah.
And let's see what John Cooper does. I mean, and what the Tampa team does to quell again. Puck management wasn't good in the first period for Tampa Bay. The big reason why Colorado was getting all those chances is they didn't manage the puck the way Tampa accustomed to. See if they fix that a little bit. What's nice about the ESPN? Look, Doc Emmerich actually, and I'll let you guys determine this because I haven't actually. I meant to talk about this on the show today. I didn't. Usually, when a broadcaster's retired, and he's just enjoying life like Doc Emmerich is, they always say it's not always the best thing to do to comment on another network's like broadcast and the quality of it. But Doc Emmerich did an interview a couple days ago. I guess someone had him on just to talk NHL. How's he doing in life after retiring? What does he think of the Stanley Cup final? And they brought up the coverage. What do you think of what ESPN and TNT have done? And he said specifically about ESPN, I think they've got to do a better job to earn the trust of hockey fans next year with their coverage. So it was interesting pointed because Doc Emmerich's actually one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. for him to have pointed comments like that
Ooh,
about ESPN's coverage, it tells you that he really must think it wasn't good enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a huge statement.
Palat, amazing chance with Stamkos.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very dangerous.
No, and I mean, I agree with that. Obviously he knows, the landscape and how slighted most of us felt with NHL's coverage, in the late 2000s, and then of course him abruptly leaving and then almost acting as if the sport didn't exist for 15 years. So so I totally understand where he's coming from that, and I think they do have to kind of work a little bit hard. Just like today, if you watched ESPN all afternoon, did you see 3-4 hours of Stanley Cup coverage? No, you saw the usual NBA show live from Boston. Yeah. You saw NFL live, which I don't even understand how it's on year round, to be honest. Yeah. And what
are we going to do? We're going to break down the offensive line of the 49ers in the middle of June.
Yeah, mandatory OTAs. Like really, like we couldn't care less. Like let's get the football when it gets to training camp. But
absolutely.
So that's the thing with ESPN. They just have their priorities mixed up at all times, it seems. Oh, great save by Vasilevsky.
Yeah. So I actually don't mind it because some people say, hey, you're retired now. Besides, you were on a network that doesn't even have hockey anymore. Why are you commenting? But I thought Doc was right. I'm not saying ESPN was shit, but they've got a lot of room for improvement. He's absolutely right.
Yeah. Like I said, between the two networks, I think TNT knocked it out of the park. And I said that from last year and the beginning of this year, I thought TNT was going to do a tremendous job because they do a great job of the coverage of baseball and basketball. And they just, like I said, they put everything into it. ESPN been great so far, but there's things they could tweak, and they have time to do that this year. Well, going into next year.
Yeah, no, it's more of a production and presentation fix that they need. That's what they need. The production's got to be better, and the presentation has to be better. Ray is asking Alex, how was the first period for you betting?
Well, split. I cashed the first period over live. I made that bet while in an Uber, and then earlier I had the Tampa to score in the first 10 minutes. I missed that by about a minute and a half. So 1-1 split, but I got a couple in the second period. So
yeah, I mean it was really good for me outside of the Tampa first period money line. I mean, other than that, we had the over, we had both teams to score, we had 3 goal score props of plus 300 or better with Nichushkin, with Lehkonen, and with Paul.
That's wonderful.
So
yeah, he cleaned up.
Amazing, just incredible. And
so
people
guys,
are going to see. Are you shitting me? I'll send you a timestamp of the email I sent out. I had them.
Now it's time to keep an eye on over 1.5 in the second period. It's getting to plus money very shortly.
Yeah, good call.
So I'm targeting that. It will be like plus 110 somewhere. Over even money. I'm taking it.
Okay. Yeah, it's minus 110 at the moment is what I'm getting. So maybe a couple more minutes for that to flip over.
And by the way, people are complaining too. There are people that were complaining about Doc's comment. He's Doc fucking Emmerich, all right? He's an all-time legendary announcer. It's just I actually miss him still in the Stanley Cup final, at this time of year.
Yeah, this time of year he was good, but he like I said, he was spotty at times in the regular season. He just kind of he made everything a bit overblown. I mean, that was just his style.
He got excited all the time. I know yeah.
So no, he's a legend for sure.
Okay, the game freezed. Yeah, something happened. Okay, it's a fight. I think it's time to take this over. I think the goal will come soon. I don't want to wait any longer. I'm taking minus 105.
Well, it's not really a fight. It's more of a pawing match going on right here.
Yeah, but after these kind of things, sometimes goal happens.
Yeah. When's the last fighting major we saw in the Stanley Cup? I remember Jerome McGinley in 2004 against, I can't remember who he fought for Tampa.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we've had one since the lockout era.
I don't think we have either.
Maybe Ottawa, Anaheim in 2007.
Yeah.
I know
it's quite a while ago.
Like Chris Neal, and I know there were some tough guys on that Anaheim team.
So both teams are getting penalties.
I think it's probably going to be offsetting. I would think.
Yeah.
After the scrum. Yeah.
So
looks like Colorado
should be.
Yeah, Maroon for Tampa, and I didn't catch the name of Colorado.
Yeah, 4-on-4. Maroon for Tampa.
Goal is incoming.
I like Ray's nickname for Maroon. Fat Pat, he calls him. Yeah. Fat Pat, just like Jose Bouquet on our Pub Sports Radio channel. You know what his nickname has been for Rich Hill, the pitcher, the old lefty? Dick Mountain.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that on Twitter before.
Yeah, Dick Mountain.
Yeah, good call,
he
Kenny.
didn't come
Yeah,
up with
Le
it.
Cavalier and again, that was the 04. It was a game.
That's a
game
classic
3
Cup
of 04.
final
Yeah.
fight of all time, and
That was
those are
classic
two
series.
skilled players that were swinging. They weren't just pawing at each other. It wasn't just two-star players just grappling. No, they were throwing blows, both of them. I couldn't believe how good that fight was.
That series is so historic, obviously, because of it's the last one before the big season lockout and all the changes that were made. I watched
Last
that game.
ESPN ABC final before they lost the
Before
rights. Yep.
This right until tonight. That was the last ABC final. So,
That's a nice thing though about it being on ESPN again. It was a disgrace that 2 of your Stanley Cup final games were on NBC Sports Network. That always pissed me off. That was ridiculous. Yeah. Why couldn't they put the whole damn series on NBC like ABC's doing right now?
Because NBC didn't want to have the Saturday Night Live preempted.
Yeah. That was a joke.
Despite the fact that the summer and their season usually ends before Memorial Day. So.
This is the way it should be. The whole series, 1 to 7, including Game 1, is on ABC. That's the way it should be.
Okay, so I feel goals are coming very short.
Tampa's playing good. Tampa's getting chances right now. A couple of really good shifts.
1.5 plus 120 for the second period. I'm taking that shot. Second period over 1.5.
Yep. Kemper's been good. I give Kemper credit.
Yeah, yes.
All right. Still 2-0 in Hamilton Windsor as well. Just 4 minutes into the third period.
Yeah, Matthew
A
Green.
lot of time left, though.
We don't have a super chat thing yet.
You guys need super chat.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's. Stay tuned.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
That's in process.
There's a lot of things we're working on.
There's a lot of things going on, yeah.
Betcasts next year, and I've heard of this thing, and Pub Sports is using it. DJ Mitchell's mentioned this to me, this playback, getplayback.com site, where apparently you can gather all people in and they can see the same feed of the same game or something.
Yeah, I've had a meeting with them. It looks super cool. You guys have to check it out.
Yeah. That like for next year's Betcasts, like it's something we'd look at next year for sure. It would be incredible. Then we wouldn't have any of these issues, right? People are on different feeds. We could all just watch the Get Playback feed. We're all in the same room watching the same feed, the same broadcast, and we can all react at the same time together. Yeah.
Between the four of us, someone would be sneaking their faster feed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm pointing at Vito, by the way.
Yeah. No, John Massey. John Massey would be the one.
Yeah, right. He would. Yeah, he's always ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this: if you guys do want to donate to us in some form or fashion, go to our store. We have an Ice Guys store, iceguys.myspreadshop.com. You get hoodies, you get caps, you get T-shirts, and the proceeds go to us. So feel free to it's hot out. So you get a tank top, you get a T-shirt, you can get a cap, and you can get a bandana for your dog. We got all that up there. So at iceguys.myspreadshop.com. I'll put that in the chat as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's still, you can still get in all kinds of Ice Guys merch with that site. So check that out for sure. Alex is going to put the link in the YouTube chat. Yeah, it's, TNT, you're right. They're better than ESPN and all the studio stuff. They're better. I mean, halftime, post-game, pre-game. Another problem, it's not just the personnel problem for ESPN. You're not going to attract people into your halftime show. When you come back and you start the halftime show or the intermission show, you're on for a minute and a half. You go to commercial for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come back for another minute and then another 3 minutes of commercials, and then that's it. I mean, they're barely on camera.
Yep.
That's an issue too.
Yeah.
Like they don't give the halftime show or the intermission show NBA or NHL ESPN camera time like TNT does. Yeah. That's an issue too. Which is, it's insane to me that's
I think a fourth guy and a younger guy in that ESPN intermission group, because Chelios and Messier, they give decent insight, but it just doesn't have the same kind of upbeat energy as Carter and Tocchet and Gretzky and Biz. It's just they have just a much better chemistry. So I think maybe a fourth person is needed for those intermissions.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Even Messier tonight. Like Messier, he was spitting and stammering and stumbling over his words a bit right at the beginning when the broadcast started. And it's like, come on, Mark. We should make a guarantee you wouldn't really be saying anything smoothly during the broadcast night. That should have been your guarantee. Yeah. Yeah.
Now we got the Jays tied up with the Orioles right now, 6-6.
Well, that's good. I have the over in
Bottom of the
that
eighth.
game. So happy to hear that. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I had Toronto's team total over 5.5, so that's come in. But
Yep.
I also had the Jays minus 1.5, so waiting on that.
The Springfield Thunderbirds beat the Laval Rocket. I'm not sure what the score is, but they won Game 7, so they're going to the Calder Cup final against the Chicago Wolves. Which
Springfield and Chicago. I hope we get that on Sometimes TSN picks up the AHL championship.
I'm hoping here NHL Network will have that whole series. I definitely want to. Definitely will be watching all of that. So
of course, go Wolves! I cheer for the Wolves just for Alex. Yeah,
it'll be a split night for that Monday. Game 3 of the Stanley Cup final, and then Game 2 of the Calder Cup final.
Yeah, it's just like me. I'm keeping an eye on one of the two TVs that got the Hamilton game on. So I'm actually keeping. I've actually watched just as much, or my eyes have been fixated just as much on the Hamilton game tonight as the Lightning and the Avs. So it's been, but it's great.
Awesome.
I can multitask, as everybody knows. Very good at it.
I can't. I'm really bad at watching 2 games at once. I try all the time, and it's like I miss something. As every time I look at one TV, something major happens on the other. But you guys, with that being said, I have to run. Thank you so much.
I was just going to say, I was looking at the time, and I'm like, wait a minute. Joe said she's got to go around now. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. My kid's going to be sitting on the curb.
No, the kids are like, you know what? I'm having too much fun. Fuck the kids. Yeah.
I already was like super late for school today. I totally forgot, and I was like, I'm sorry. I'm a bad mom. I apologize. I was talking sports.
No, awesome, Joey. You've been great. The last 2 we've had a betcast. You've been on. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me. You guys have a wonderful night. Best of luck in all of your bets.
You too. Absolutely. And you're on tomorrow. Are you still going to be on with tomorrow for 2 o'clock?
Yeah.
You are, right? Yeah.
That's right. 2 o'clock tomorrow.
That. There we go. All right. That'll be our recap show. It'll be a quick show. Recap and early look to Game 2, and that's it.
Absolutely. I will see you at 2 o'clock Eastern tomorrow.
All right, very good. Go Madden on the Ice Guys tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern. We'll recap Game 1 and look ahead to Game 2. All right, Joe, have a good night.
Bye, guys.
All right, see you.
All right, there we go. All right, so Tampa Bay's coming close here in this second period right now, so we'll see if they can keep the pressure on here. But
Kucherov.
Yeah.
Kucherov. Sergachev.
Good power play, had some good puck movement, but looks like Colorado might be surviving it right now. Wow, Perry had a brilliant look there. Good shooting position. Totally missed the net.
The clapper. Yeah,
totally missed the net. Now, see that Perry's lost his ability to he had some ability with a release before, but his release has kind of gone down. All his goals now are right at the crease area, it seems. Yeah, he just doesn't have that great shot or release he had in the prime of his career.
But that's why you see him crash in that and do more in front. He's adapted his game really well, which is what you see from quality players who get a little bit older. They adapt their style. So.
Oh, Melissa's in the chat. Melissa, good to see you. Nice. I saw you changed your Twitter profile pic. Very nice Twitter profile pic too, if I say so myself. So, welcome, Melissa. Good stuff. What's the next live bet? I'm ready to ride. I wish I had one right now. I'm just sitting on the both teams to score and Tampa and puck line here in the second. And
I got both teams to score and Lightning next goal, which is still minus $1.10. So you can jump on that if you like.
There you go. So if you want to tell Alex, Melissa, minus 110 for Tampa to score next.
I have Tampa money line, second period, plus 130 now.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of us have in some form Tampa Bay right now, no question. I'm tempted to look at the goal scorer market. Adjusted anytime goal scorer bets.
Hamilton Bulldogs just now scored 3-0.
Did they?
Nice.
Oh, I see. I looked away for a second. Oh, there it is. Yes, there it is.
Nice.
Wow, that's a big one. 2 goals, I'm not comfortable, but 3, huge. And the way they're defending right now, Costantini's playing really good in net. just off a face-off win, and all of a sudden there's Avery Hayes. Like, they've got these two little pit bulls on this Bulldog, no pun intended, but two pit bulls on this Bulldogs team. They're two little pepper pots here, both of them. Avery Hayes and George Diaco. They're small, really, really small players, but man, they can fly fast, very skilled. And there's going to be a spot for them in the next levels of pro hockey if they keep developing and keep improving. There's now room for the smaller player in the NHL, as we all know. Marty St. Louis was one of the guys that really opened the door for that.
Yeah.
Now head coach, of course, of the Montreal Canadiens. So 3-0 Hamilton with 13 minutes to go.
Nice.
In the third period
Still
of that
seeing
game.
a high pace.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing. Despite no goals yet, the pace has been, and Tampa Bay's matching it. Their feet have been, much quicker in the second period.
Yep.
Yeah, there will be a goal, I think. I think in the third it can shut down. Actually, if it goes in a third period, like still, I don't know, 3-1 or 3-2, it will be shut down.
Yep. Rays? Who's saying Rays? Johnny K. What's this Rays thing you're talking about here? Rays is in. Are they coming back? Because I did take Tampa Bay Rays in baseball tonight. I thought that they were down 4-1 last I checked. Oh, 4-2. Okay, they got to run. The way you made it sound, Johnny K, was that they come back and take the lead. They're only still down by 2, my friend. Hardly enough to get excited about.
Maybe they have players on the bases.
Yeah. It's a start.
So
I got a friend of
Colorado-
mine at this Cubs game, and it's 5-4 Padres leading the Cubs in the fourth inning. The wind's blowing out at Wrigley. That's why that total was like 11.
Wind's been picking up to like 35 miles. I was talking to my mom about maybe 3 or 4 hours. So the wind's like 30, 40 miles an hour in Chicago today. So.
And it's right out, too, and it's hot as fuck, too. I know that.
Yep. Heat index of like 105. Yeah.
That's what my buddy was saying, 36 Celsius here today. He's doing a training job there. Yeah. He actually might be on one of our betcasts, this guy, next week.
No,
so.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Well.
We'll ask him about his
Big
experience
Well.
at Wrigley Field.
Big Well with 2 shots. He's hot.
Yeah, Big Val is big value
Yeah.
with props compared to his line mates. Yeah.
Look at him. 1 shot, goes for the rebound, hungry for that puck.
I made a really, really bad. It was stupid. I had a few drinks. I'll say it. I know. I realized this could be. Someone's going to say you are an absolute callous, unfeeling man to say something and joke about something. But I'm going to say it. I hope no one judges me for it. But this person that went to Chicago, he said, "I'm going to Chicago. I sometimes have to go for places for training." I'm like, "All right, have fun. Just I hope you don't get shot, though." I mean, that's
you have to say that.
Yeah,
as a Chicago native, you have to worry about that.
It's an off-color joke. I get it. It's a racy joke, a racy remark. I get that, but but I did say that. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Yeah.
Keep your head on the swivel in that city. Yeah.
I'd
be the first person to tell somebody that. So no, I won't judge you a bit. No, good advice.
Just keep your eyes open. Don't start looking at your phone and totally ignoring and oblivious to the outside world around you.
I would tell any tourist that in a heartbeat. So
yeah, but even New York City's not quite as bad freaking as Chicago right now. It's just it's sickening to hear all the horror stories and shootings Chicago, there.
New York used to be neck and neck, but Chicago's been taking the cake for a while in that department, unfortunately.
And the mayor looks like someone from Cyclops or something, but never.
Jesus. Yeah. I can go the whole diatribe about the politics there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We invented the phrase.
That's about as much as I'll say about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. That's the time where I'm gonna head off, I think, because you know what?
That's okay.
When I head off, usually, then the goals come. That's what.
Oh, you're trying to change our good fortune, and you're going to sacrifice your appearance on the betcast in order for us to see the goals that we need to make money.
Exactly. Last time it happened. Last time it
Yeah.
happened, it usually happens. It's just my ritual. Like always, all my life, when I bet overs and I don't see a goal for a long time, I just switch off the game because then
Yep.
the goals come. I cannot watch these. I cannot watch players miss empty net in front of my eyes.
I get it.
Okay.
I get that.
All right,
but no-
Vito.
All right,
Awesome.
Vito, take it
Take
easy.
care. I'm sure
Okay,
you'll still be
guys.
watching with us. So enjoy.
Yeah, if I will have a bet for third period, I will write it in the chat. Otherwise, yeah. Again, my bets are. I think everybody knows. I have Avalanche money line, Avalanche puck line. I had Avalanche first period,
Wow.
half a goal, and for this, I have over 6 in this game, and then for this period I have Tampa money line and over 1.5, and
Yeah,
I had
we
in the
need-
first period over 1.5.
There
Many
you go.
bets, many
Yeah.
bets cashed.
Well, it's many bets for everybody, Vito, and many
Right.
bets cashed for a lot of people so far.
It was
This
great
period,
first
maybe not
period,
so much.
It was great first period for betters. Okay, guys. See you and good luck.
Okay.
All right, Vito,
take it
take
easy.
care. And Vito will be with us Saturday, by the way. We have Saturday's the next game day, of course, for the Stanley
course.
Cup final, game 2.
Of
Noon
course.
Eastern, he'll be with us. Yep.
Of course. Okay, see you guys. Thank
There
you
he
all
is,
for
Vito.
coming and viewers. Bye.
There he is, Vito. Yep. In the late,
stuff.
I shouldn't even say late night hours. It's like early morning hours.
Yeah,
there,
right.
In Latvia right now. So 8 minutes to go, second period. Tampa Bay's had a nice period. They really have. They just haven't had anything to show for it yet.
Right.
But yeah, good pressure. Had Colorado in the zone a little bit. They've drawn a penalty or two.
And listen, we talk about the whole rust factor. Look at what happened with Tampa game 1. Wasn't that they got blown out of the water right away? It was back and forth with the Rangers, and the Rangers put it on late. So maybe the fatigue,
explosion.
Maybe the legs get heavy for Colorado. The second half of this period into the third period.
Yeah,
that's a possibility.
Yeah, that definitely could be that. All of a sudden, whoa, it hits them a little bit the third period, because you're right. The 9-day layoff, Tampa's worst period of that game 1 with the 9-day layoff was that third period. That's where it totally got away. Yep. I wouldn't be shying away from Tampa in the third, but I'd like to cash Tampa in the second here.
I'd like a Tampa goal in this next 7 minutes to really kind of get things moving.
They've nullified the Colorado speed a little bit in this second period. That's
and they match it with their own speed as well. That's what I've been impressed with as well.
Yeah, there's definitely absolutely no question about that. They've done a nice job with that. There we go. Andre Palat. There's Andre Palat point.
Very nice. Very
nice. On the beautiful play by Kucherov.
Next goal.
Yeah.
Cash that.
Vito taking one for the team. He said things were going to happen. Like barely a minute after he leaves this betcast. And there's Kucherov to Palat. That's just a thing of beauty. What a terrific play there.
And listen,
Kucherov with a little dipsy-do and then a beautiful backhand pass, backhand feed to Palat. All he's got to do is deposit it into the empty side there past Kemper.
I mean, obviously, that's another point for Kucherov, but that's another goal for Palat. And like I talked about, I got 66-1 on him when the Conn Smythe. That's the price may not be around now with him getting a goal already. It might drop to 50-1 tomorrow. So,
yeah,
4th goal in his last 5 games, 9th goal of the postseason.
So 3-2 now. We've got ourselves a hockey game here. No question about that.
Nikita Kucherov's 100th career playoff assist.
Yes.
I mean, these guys' playoff numbers have just been absolutely outstanding. Like I said, sooner than later, we'll be talking about these guys. Kucherov definitely seems like he could be a future Hall of Famer. He stays on the course. I've already talked about with Vasilevsky. You say Hedman and Stamkos. This is, like I said, we're watching some legendary hockey as far as these players are concerned over the last few years. And even if they dissipate after this season, these guys are still going to be forces to reckon with, whether it's with Tampa or another.
Oh my gosh, Tampa again!
Wow,
Sergachev took the shot, and I don't know if it hit something, but at least for now, it's his goal. It's 3-3.
Wow. And I said at the beginning of this period, if there's
did
a
Killorn
team,
tip it? And Ian Miller on our show said Killorn to get a point
did.
today. Did he get a stick on that? Did he end his point drought? Let's see this. No, I don't think it hit Killorn's stick. It's right in off the shot from Sergachev.
Kemper went reaching toward his glove side, and the thing goes up, high blocker up top, and that's a goal. The beauty of the goal.
So there we go.
It was almost off of maybe a slight redirect off of an Avalanche stick.
Yep.
But yeah. Tree.
Burakovsky, good chance just now, but a good save, Vasilevsky. See, that's why Vasi's Vasi, right? His team just tied it. They've scored 2 quick goals in a row to tie the game. You've got to keep that momentum going, and that's a big save right there.
Over 1.5 second period plus 120 is cash now.
Yep.
So now you need the Colorado goal to get both teams to score. So doing good so far on the live betting front.
And Vito, give him credit. He had that spidey sense there. I got to get the hell out of here. And, then all of a sudden things are going to happen. So bravo. That was very good. Oh yeah. I see that. I see what they're doing right now with this. I'm trying to, it's funny because I popped on the link. The DJ sent me a link because they're doing the playback thing on a private feed here.
Yeah.
It is a little bit behind. I've noticed that. That's the one thing about the playback, getplayback.com. It's like 20 seconds or 30 seconds behind the live broadcast.
That's a little tough when you're live betting, but
yeah. Still good because everybody gets to see it, but obviously there is a slight delay for sure. There's no question about that. I'm just seeing that now.
Yeah, I got to a point in the regular season. Like I said, this is, not to bump myself up a little bit, but I think this is more of a kind of advanced level way of live betting. But I was listening to the NHL live feed, the radio feeds, and betting live with that, just going off of the play-by-play guys and doing pretty well as opposed to waiting for the video 10 seconds behind. So that might be something to look at for regular season live betting. If you get kind of sharp and know your parameters of what you're looking for throughout a game for next goal or different things like that, I would advise maybe using that method during the regular season.
Yeah, definitely. Because I'm just seeing the feed that see they just got the stoppage before the commercial break now with 5:37 to go. So yeah, they're a little bit behind, but no, it's still a great concept. There's no question about that. Where everybody can be gathered in the same place, see the same broadcast.
With the league and the networks know live betting and the way that they're all in on betting, and they know live betting is the future. So in due time, we will have the feeds catch up to be as close as possible. When they did that audit on the Super Bowl this past year, I think that a lot of the networks and these streaming platforms are realizing, hey, we got to kind of catch up because we're kind of almost hindering and cutting into a market of ours that we're trying to build and promote with live betting and just wagering in general. So,
yeah, exactly. I'll say this though, in terms of the one thing, even though we'd be all delayed by 30 seconds to a minute from the actual live broadcast, it would certainly end the spoiler alert issues we've had.
For sure. Yeah.
If everybody shuts off their phones, that is, and that's the thing.
Right.
The big elephant, where they could still end up, hey, score alerts from their phones and their apps and their sports book, alert, whatever the fuck they've got. Yeah. And then all of a sudden things are spoiled all over again. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a turnaround, right? 3-1 just 5 minutes ago and 3-3. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like I said, of these two teams, the one team susceptible to giving up goals and giving up a lead, it's Colorado. We've seen them do that. Tampa Bay is a team that can rally back. Colorado's a team that can rally back. So, at this point now, you look at, next to score, Lightning plus 120, Avalanche minus 110. I wouldn't talk anybody out of either side right now. A little bit of a delay with the glass.
Yeah, partition replacement potentially. Yeah, or maybe one of the stanchions actually could be.
Yes,
yeah.
And
I think the glass partition is fine. It's the stanchion that's the issue.
And it's right near the exit corner too. So that's one that this will take them a little minute. Now this is a good breather for both teams, but maybe Colorado to kind of get things refocused and reorganized. So the PA guys are getting the crowd fired up a little bit, juiced up. So maybe Colorado draws something up. Maybe look at Avalanche next goal. I mean, I kind of already have that de facto because we're both on both teams to score. But
I always say a delay in a game, for repairs or whatever, it's a negative for the team that's got the momentum at the time.
Right, and that's Tampa
Bay. Yeah.
Right.
Yep. That's why if you're thinking next goal, does Colorado maybe get a chance to catch their breath, like Jared Bednar on the bench, say, okay, boys, it's okay. It's 3-3. We're at home. Got the crowd behind us. Get back to it. Yep. And look, these are two amazing hockey teams. You shouldn't be shocked to see ebbs and flows and momentum swings in a series like this. I'm sure we'll see a bunch of them.
I anticipate this whole series being exactly like this game.
Yeah. One team punches in the first period, the next team counter punches. Yep. That's exactly what we've seen here so far.
Like a championship boxing match, exactly.
Yep. One that hopefully in the bar near you, unlike Alex's local watering hole, has the sound up on the boxing. That would be annoying because you actually kind of want to hear, you want to
know something funny? As I was on the way back in traffic, I went past Tom Reed's, Tom Reed, famous defensive of the 60s and 70s. He owns a bar, wonderful place. It was flat dead empty in there.
Wow.
Like there was just nobody in there. I was stunned to see that. So
reminds me of Babu Bot from Seinfeld, but nobody came. There were no
Yeah, a nice night like this, and to see that place empty. They got a great patio as well. I was kind of stunned to see that.
Yeah. That is surprising because isn't that a popular joint there?
That's a really popular joint, especially with the games. Not just the Wild games. I mean, during the last couple of series, it was still pretty packed in there. So great habanero wings there.
Yeah.
Tuck on a play. What was that? Oh, delay a game or just tipped out?
Yeah, credit to Vito. Vito's a legend, is right. You see, he took one for the group here. He said, as soon as I leave, we're going to get good things to happen. And sure enough, yeah. You're right. If Vito's still with us, it's probably still 3-1 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colorado's in decent chances. I'm really tempted to take them minus $1.10 to score next goal. But at the same time, I don't think we're going to see another goal this period. So once you get to the third period, you start seeing both teams, especially a tie game, you'll see plus money on both sides. So I'm tempted to, I don't know if I should pull the trigger now or wait.
Yeah, I mean, I thanks Diego. Yeah, it's weird with the voice impressions. Like it's something that I do a decent job of some of them. Like I gave Craig Laughlin when Carl Alsner was on with us, and I know he got a kick out of that. You're right, Babu Bot. A bunch of them. I've done Rick Jenneret before. No, it's a lot of fun. It's fun, and you hear these guys enough, you think you can imitate them. Like I can do Beth Mowins there, and he gets inside the 25-yard line. Oh, first down, UCLA.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
We can do a little Lou Holtz. Remember him from the ESPN? Oh, well, that's a big touchdown there for Clemson. I'm telling you, that's such a great job there, Trevor Lawrence. I love that quarterback. He does such a great job for the Clemson Tigers. What about Alabama, Mark May? What do you think about them right now? That quarterback can certainly play a really good job for them. Can he do that? What do you think there, Mark May? A really good job. Oh, I love coaching Notre Dame. I think it was just spectacular how they played back then. There you go. It's a little Lou Holtz there, yeah.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody do a Lou Holtz impersonation. That was solid.
No, the impressions are, I don't know. It's, I feel like if I wasn't a handicapper, even of Caliendo or something, or one of these guys that's doing all the voices, yeah.
There's some good ones. There's some good ones on TikTok. So.
Yeah. But, there's a bunch. Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, there's a bunch. But appreciate that, Diego. Yeah. Lou Holtz, I haven't done Lou Holtz. That's why that's the one that came to my mind there. I haven't done Lou Holtz for a while. Yeah. And look who's here. It's Andrew McInnis. Yeah, he's done such a great job, Andrew McInnis. This is Lou Holtz with you. I'm the coach of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Andrew, how are you today?
Just came into an impression. I expect nothing less. What's up, guys? I'm just happy to have patched that first period over. So.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny with first period overs because, I mean, Alex, I know you play a lot of these. Like, with the first 5 minutes, it's like, oh, shit. And then you're just like, all right, like, there's still lots of time. Let's get one before the 10-minute mark. And then I got one, and then I got another one, and I was pumped. So,
well, hey, I was in an Uber sitting in traffic with the game on my phone. And then I bet the first, because I was waiting for the plus price. I got plus 120. And nice. I get home, and I see it's 2-1. I'm like, oh, sweet.
Congrats to Andrew because I know he really liked the first period over. Yeah, really had to sweat that one.
Yeah, 4 goals in. Yeah.
Those are nice to have. That's for sure.
This has been an unbelievable night. I mean, with the props, Andrew, it's absolutely batshit crazy what's happened for me with 2 plus 375 goal scorers and a plus 300 all in the first period. Lehkonen, Paul, and Nichushkin. Insane.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, well done. That's I mean, look, it's funny because like I was like thinking back to some like the radio stuff I've done or whatever, and I was like, man, you've probably talked about Nick Paul too much. So I'm happy that he did that and went out and scored, so at least I don't feel dumb for mentioning his name so much. But he's a guy that like him and Palat, I think that those are the game breakers. I know it sounds so weird, but like the thing is though, like when they score, those are the games you have to win kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
But I as much as I think depth's important for both teams, I think it's more important for Tampa than it is for Colorado in this series. You guys agree with that?
Yeah.
Because Nick Paul, people would look at the Rangers series, Andrew, and see, well, Nick Paul's not exactly producing, but if you watch the games, you're seeing he's getting shorthanded chances. He's making a difference. He's hard on pucks. He's winning puck battles, winning puck races, getting opportunities still. And it's looking like a player that's at some point the puck's going to go in for him. And there it is tonight. He scores.
All right, so Avalanche plus 100. I'll take a shot with that. I'll take the shot with them to score next goal.
It looks like we're going to split here, guys. We took both teams to score in the second period, but we also have Tampa minus a half, plus 165 in this second period on the puck line, and that's definitely a win. We can declare that a winner. Up, 2-0 in the period with 30 seconds left.
Maybe get one more rush out of Colorado.
More evidence, though, of Colorado not letting a team. I don't know if they let Tampa back into the game. Tampa got back into the game themselves. Yeah. That's the way I see it. People are going to say, "Oh, here's Colorado choking again." No. Tampa got back into the game themselves with great plays.
Yeah. But if it was 3-1 Tampa after 20 minutes, I'm not sure we see 3-3 Colorado 3-3 tied in the second period.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. That was my case for looking at Tampa, like I said, scoring next goal and those props. Colorado is susceptible to leads.
5-1 for Hamilton with 4 minutes to go. I feel fairly safe in saying we're Memorial Cup bound, motherfuckers.
Nice.
That's sick.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah. I remember how pumped I was, man, when McKinnon and the Mooseheads went to the Mem Cup. It's fun, especially when it's like your hometown team, So
props to Windsor, though. What a hell of a resilient, tough team they were. Like, I don't think, like, if you measure up Windsor Spitfires roster to Hamilton Bulldogs roster, Hamilton's got a better roster. I mean, I don't think anyone can debate that. It's just more hired, blue chip players that are going to be potentially big time at the next level. But Windsor, I'll tell you what, worked their tails off this whole series, and they made Hamilton work for a change. You can't underestimate the effort Windsor put up in this series. Hamilton went 12-0 in the OHL playoffs in the first 3 rounds. They swept the first 3 rounds. And here's Windsor giving them everything they could handle and taking them to Game 7. They deserve tip of the cap for that.
Yeah, it's tough when a team sweeps through the first 3 rounds. It gets tough in the finals. As a Hawks fan, I didn't remember it when it first happened, but I remember seeing the highlights in 1992. They had that great run all the way through, and all of a sudden they run into another red hot team that was on a big run in Pittsburgh, and then they get swept out themselves. So kudos to Hamilton to be resilient and. Like I said, with a few minutes left, seems to be on their way to an OHL title.
And that starts Monday in St. John, New Brunswick, the Memorial Cup, which will feature St. John. It's funny. Stefan Legion was going to be on our show during the Stanley Cup playoffs as a guest, and he's actually an assistant coach with St. John. So he said, I'm busy with that, and we'll wait till the Memorial Cup one and all the playoff shit and all that. So. But he's on that team as an assistant. St. John's the host, so they're in the tournament. Shawinigan Cataracts, the QMJHL champs, are in that. Hamilton Bulldogs,
that's a good Shawinigan team,
champs, and very good Shawinigan team. Xavier Bourgault, I mean, he's an outstanding player for them. Watch out for him, and of course Edmonton Oil Kings in the West will be there too.
And so it's like round robin format, and then it's like it goes.
Yeah.
So
Just because
those will be the 4
teams. Teams take the trip. It's like it's not just like a 1-game elimination just because it's like a tournament format type thing.
Right, yeah.
It was actually in Halifax a couple years ago. It would have been so cool if they hosted it when McKinnon played, but and they weren't very good. Like they wouldn't have made it at all if they were not the host team. Obviously, they did okay, but that was when Nick Suzuki was playing. So it was kind of cool because that was my first time getting to see him play.
Has there ever been a host team that was just awful during the year, and then all of a sudden, as soon as the Memorial Cup comes, they just go on a tear and win it?
That's a good.
I don't remember honestly, but like I think a lot of times that you see like in university hockey, I've seen it a lot. I know it's a little bit different, but like that's just like I follow university quite a bit here, like the college, and like that's really cool too. It's like the host team. It actually sucked because like the school my dad went to, and like I've kind of been a fan of them because of him. 2 years ago, like right when like remember when like Rudy Gobert touched all the mics, like pretty much like that day. Yeah. So the school he went to, like we were cheering them on and stuff like that. They were the host team, and they weren't really supposed to be there in the university tournament. They were doing really well. They won their game kind of upset fashion. And then the tournament gets canceled that night. I'm like at a bar and I see Rudy Gobert like touching all the mics. I'm like, damn, this is gonna get canceled. It's funny how Rudy Gobert was like the staple of all the sports getting canceled.
I'll never forget that night because that was when, and then the Mavericks were playing. That was like the last game, and then they announced that the NBA was canceling stuff. And I ended up going to a bar that had just opened maybe a week and a half ago. And I'm sitting there and we all kind of sitting and drinking, and I'm like, well, I kept ordering around. And I'm like, I know I'm not working tomorrow. Like, I knew the Big East tournament and everything else was going to get canceled. That was March 11th, 2020. And it's kind of set everything
just
up.
keep on drinking there. There's not going to be shit going on in sports tomorrow. Keep the drinks flowing.
Drinks flowing, yep.
Well, and that was like, obviously I'm not trying to like get into it, but obviously like in especially the more eastern parts of Canada, it's like shit shut down for a long time. Right. And like, so I remember I was actually like one of my friends, like he performs, like he like not for like a living or whatever, but he was like singing and he does like hip hop stuff too. And we were at this like club and we were all just like, well, guys, like this could be one of our last nights out. Like, we just like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine if someone told you like you're at a bar and you're like, yeah, you're not gonna be able to go to a bar for like 3 months again or like a year. You're just like, let's go bananas, let's go crazy.
Yep. Yeah, which I'm sure a lot of people have done the last several months. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Full on party mode. This is gonna be a big party summer. Like there's gonna be a fucking like a shit ton of people getting hungover and drunk and stupid ass drunk level because this is the first full summer with things pretty much for the most part back to as close to normal as possible.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I was at a bar during like one of the first like reopenings, and I was in the bathroom, and this guy just like runs into the bathroom and just like absolutely vomits everywhere. And then the guy next to me just like washing his hands is like, guess this guy hasn't been drinking in the last couple of months. Like this guy forgot how to drink,
I've definitely noticed that in bars just in the last few months going out. Yeah, you can tell people who haven't been back to regular drinking in a minute. So
it's like learn how to freaking handle your fucking alcohol and liquor, folks. I know COVID shut you down for 2 years, but that doesn't mean it should shut down your drinking habits. Learn how to deal with it. This is an experienced drinker right here. I don't deal with I don't have hangovers. I don't have headaches hardly ever, and I can pound back 12 fucking beers on a Saturday. So I don't want to hear excuses.
But you're mostly just a beer guy, though, right? You don't really mess.
I'll put a shot every now and then.
You will, okay.
One whiskey, one or two, not many.
See, he'll have 12 beers and 2 shots. I'll have 2 beers and 12 shots. That's
to me,
reverse.
Like I'm like
we know from our Vegas times, right? Alex, we know from experience.
I'm like a hard liquor, like mixed type guy, like rum and cokes or like vodka, whatever. But like the shots are what get me, and then once you're already like, pretty into the night, you know how those shots just feel like water like they start to feel like nothing, and you wake up the next day and you're like, what was I doing? Like, why did I do that?
The key is to not do too much sugar. The sugar intake is what makes it worse. You drink straight liquor, you usually, I mean, it might be rough going down, but it gets you feeling a little bit better than.
Well, I had a friend that lost like a considerable amount of weight like during the pandemic, and then we started going back to bars again and stuff and like that. And he was just drinking vodka waters or like gin and tonics. And like he's just like, yeah, man, like, if you're drinking beer or like you're drinking like even like pop, like that's what brings on the pounds. You don't even realize.
Yeah, don't I know it? Is all the beer? That's what done it. Like, seriously, you can laugh all you want. I've been skinny as a rake my whole life. I get that, but
I'm only
right now,
laughing because I heard you say it
waistline-
before, so
Yeah,
you
the
must
beer
actually
weight,
mean it.
Yeah,
No, the
beer
waistline
weight.
is,
Beer weight's
is
real.
expanding. Like that's having a hard time getting into pants these days. That usually have fit me perfectly for the last year and a bit. It's very, very
Get a
aggravating.
little more liquor in you, man.
That's right. Speaking of liquor, that's what I'm going for the third period. I'm getting the liquor out for the third. Ray Bryce. Finally, let's
Hey,
intro
Ray.
Ray. He's joined the
What's
show.
up?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Good.
What
Yeah.
a funny time to come in, eh? We're just talking about
that's
alcohol.
Talking about our
good
drinking
conversation.
habits.
I didn't really have much to input on that because I get a hangover no matter what. So, but when you're drinking with these guys, it's a good story.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So,
Not much competition. Yeah.
How about
What do you-
Tampa Bay though?
What a response. Heart of the champions, right?
so I'm just getting here, right? Who are you cheering for? Who are you betting on? What's going on?
I had Tampa money line, Tampa first period money line. I had both teams to score in the first, both teams to score in the second. Stamkos' first goal, I had like $3 on him though. That didn't hit. I have McKinnon over 4.5 shots.
I wish I
Palat
took that myself, man. I wish I took that myself, the McKinnon prop.
Palat over 1.5 shots. Devon Taves over 0.5 point.
I have that too.
And Stamkos parlay together to score, and then McKinnon lone goal score, and Valerie Nichushkin lone goal score, which is already hit.
Nice.
Ian, you've got some competition, man, for the grocery list of bets on one game. You gotta love it.
Ray can give me a run for my money in the high volume betting. Yeah. He's got 30 going on in a live betcast a couple of times. Yeah.
Yeah, Vito had a bunch of them too tonight.
The worst part, Ray, is like doing shows every day, like a couple different ones, like especially if it's like a day where I'm doing a bunch and you're talking about a bunch of picks, because it's like literally like what your like my job is, and then you're like, now which ones do I want to actually officially bet? You know, like I like this, like yeah, this is good, but I like always preface it with like everything I say I potentially like or lean towards. Like I'm not gonna bet everything. But then at the end of the day, it's like, all right, like I said, I liked like 40 things, you know, like today I would have been pissed if Perry scored because I didn't end up taking it. And I said so many times, like, I think I'm going to take that. Yeah, I'm going to bet that. And I never ended up doing it. So
I mentioned that too today. Yeah.
The only thing I bet was that first period over. Like it was like my only bet of the day besides baseball, my only hockey bet.
I also had that. I that one hit for me. I think I won 50 of my. I bet 100 tonight, and I won 50 in the first period alone. But then I live bet McKinnon on the 5-on-3 to score a goal. Somehow it was unlocked for me at plus 210, and he has yet to score for me. So, and I bet 20 on both teams to score in that second. So I actually lost it. I lost 20 of it so far.
I mean, it was a solid bet. It was worth it. I thought Colorado was going to get one there too. We all had.
Tampa did their part. Yeah.
For me, Colorado they can't play at that frantic pace for a full 60 minutes. Like
Plus, it's harder to do it, Ray, against Tampa compared to some of the
right.
And I said it to my buddies. I said Tampa needs a forward check, and as soon as they started forward checking, like Sergachev got that goal off Sorelli's line's forward check. Like I thought they were pretty. Like as soon as they started to do that, and they quit turning the puck over so much, they got those 2 goals and played lightning hockey.
Okay, Ray, I'm putting you on the spot right now. Which wings are going to be better next season? NHL Detroit Red Wings or ECHL York Kalamazoo Wings? Who's going to have the better season?
We would get shit kicked by them. Like 1v1.
That's not displaying confidence. Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have a better season than them, though.
Yeah, I believe.
There you go. Too. Yeah. That's I'm not setting the bar extremely high, you know. Yeah.
I thought you're like 1v1.
Yeah. Oh no, like head to head. No, I'm just saying. Are you gonna have a better season in your league, or are they gonna have a better season in their league? Yeah.
Well, shit. Last couple of years, you probably could have beaten them. That's also coming from somebody who doesn't like the Detroit Red Wings. So.
Yeah.
The dead things.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Well,
right,
Ian, it's kind of like what we always say, like as CFL fans, like I've got so many friends that rip the CFL, and I'm like, oh yeah, like do you like watching 10-3 NFL Thursday night football games? You know, and they're just like, no, I'd rather watch that than like a 30-27 CFL game. And like Gabe, like don't even get Gabe started on that because he loves defending the CFL just like you and I do.
Yep.
And like if you look at like a Winnipeg Blue Bombers and you put them against like the Jacksonville Jags of like 2 years ago, the Jags would win, but I think it'd be for like by like 14 maybe. I don't know. Like it's really because the thing is the CFL and NFL are different rules.
Yes.
Yeah,
But I think a lot of people don't realize how close the talent is at some positions. Some positions it's not even close, obviously.
Yeah.
But some positions it's closer than you think. And I talked to an analyst for CFL, and he said like there's like O linemen in the NFL that wouldn't be able to play in the CFL, and defensive linemen in the NFL because you have to be more mobile.
Right.
Like it's a lot different.
And you have to cover a wider part of the field if you're a D-back. Like if you're a secondary player, like you've got to have significant foot speed if you're going to play in the CFL. If you don't have that, you're in trouble.
The comparison is like the NFL is, the upper tier of college football, like Big Ten, SEC, ACC, and the CFL is like the top tier of like CUSA, MAC, Pac-12, Mountain West. That's the way I kind of look at it. Oh, it's still talented football and quality football to watch, but just in different levels. And I would love to see a preseason like 2-game set of an NFL team and a CFL team play one game with CFL rules in a CFL stadium, one game with NFL rules in an NFL stadium. I think that would be really fascinating. Honestly.
Yeah.
Well, kind of exciting. The Carleton Ravens team that's been the best like basketball team for university college in Canada for a long time, as Ian would know, they're taking on Kentucky this summer. And they've taken on like Duke. They've taken on all kinds of good teams. And actually, Coach K stopped bringing his team to take on Carleton in Canada.
Really?
They would play McGill. They would play University of Ottawa. They'd play University of Montreal because those trips.
One team he's fearing losing against, right?
Yeah, they're supposed to be confidence boosting trips, right? It's kind of like in every sport, you play lower teams to boost that confidence preseason. Yeah. And that's the one team that's the best team in Canada every year that wins the national championship. Yeah. That he's like, fuck that. Like, I don't want
good.
them.
Wow.
Yeah. They're sick, man. Like, I've seen them be down like 18 points, Alex, and like come back in like 3 minutes. Like, it's insane how they move the ball.
To be fair, Kentucky hasn't been good since the one and done rule. Like, Kentucky just recycled with like every like high school All-American. Like they can't keep a consistent team. Like if they were to play like a Kansas or like a program like that keeps guys for 4 years, like a BYU, or even Gonzaga that keeps guys 2-3 years, that might be a whole different story.
Well, just the athleticism and the size. The size.
That's still impressive enough. Yeah, to hang around with Kentucky and Duke, that's impressive. So.
Ian, have you been to a Honey Badgers game?
I've been to a couple, not this year, but I've been last year and 2 years ago. I went a couple of games.
That's the CEBL, right?
Basketball. It's good basketball. It's guys that are hungry. They want to get back into a higher level of pro basketball.
Yeah.
What's the Canadian team that J. Cole plays for?
Yeah, that's a
Scarborough. Scarborough.
Okay.
So it's kind of funny because he just like stopped playing on the team as of like a couple days ago.
Yeah, because I think he's going on tour now.
Like I think it's because it was like an experiment, like an exhibition. Yeah.
Well, no, like they were real games though. He just like pretty much said like I'm gonna play a couple games, then I'm gonna go on tour. But the team knew like how he's packing the house. Any game he's playing, and people are gonna go watch him.
Drake was there wearing his jersey.
Yeah, like he didn't even shoot the basketball that much from what I saw. They just had him hanging out in the corner.
He had a few shots though. He had a few shots.
He's a halfway decent. There's a couple of rappers that him and 2 Chainz played D1 for a minute.
2 Chainz, yeah. Man, Alex, when I was in high school, I used to have a 2 Chainz CD.
Oh yeah.
I'd be bumping.
That's past my era of hip hop. I mean, my era of hip hop is Tribe Called Quest, Wu-Tang Clan, and Mobb Deep, and Nas, and in his prime, and that's what I remember.
2 Chainz was originally Titty Boy, like back in so that's the early 2000s.
Yeah,
and then he made 2 Chainz switch around like 05.
He's got some funny lines, man. Yeah. He's got some funny lines.
He really does. He does. He's one of my favorites.
He's one of those guys where like you're not trying to like listen to like when you're like getting fired up or like I don't know like. He's someone you want a good laugh. Like honestly, it's funny how some rap songs are actually funny. Like
like classic Ludacris. Like Ludacris had some hilarious lines.
Hilarious songs. Yeah, funny, but also enjoyable because they had it was entered. The beat, the lyrics were good. The beat was
great.
Good.
Always great production from anything Luda.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm going to take a Colorado break. Pardon,
okay.
unintended. And I'll be back for the third period.
Yeah, I got to lock in my third period bets right now. That's exactly what I've got to focus on what I'm doing here because I know we're going to start here in a few minutes. The third period, 3-3 right now. I've got Tampa full game money line still from before the game, so I'm happy with the way that's going. Do I go back? No, I don't know. A tie game. I don't know if I go back to the well with both teams to score. I like it. I prefer if it was like a 1-goal lead for somebody right now for that. But it is plus 145. It is a good price. That's not bad. If you like the game to be a draw, go to overtime plus 150. Is the price for that. And obviously it's a 3-3 right now. I'm standing pat right now, quite honestly.
I'm sorry to cut you off, Ian, but I'm leaning off some bets right now because I think the next goal, like you said, that both teams are afraid to make a mistake because the next goal could cost them the game. So I think it might be a little bit more defensive.
That means under 8.5. Sounds like you're interested in that.
Yeah, I already have the over hit though, so I'm not.
Yeah, exactly. So you got money to play with then, essentially. Yeah.
That's a true, better quote.
That is. You're playing with house money, as they say. If you've won a few bets and you're looking at a live bet now, that means you're playing with house money.
Listen
That's
to this. Great. He put 25 on. This is my buddy Zach here. Played NCAA in New York. He put 25 on Nichushkin. Landeskog to score the first goal tonight. Paid out $350.
Damn, nice.
Nicely done. No, you've either had your own bets, like these goal scorer seriously, I'm impressed with Ray here beyond belief. With his goal scorer prop parlays, he's had a couple of those that have cashed in. He had, I think, not him, but a friend of his. He sent me a picture of a 4-goal scorer prop parlay that cashed.
That was the same guy.
Oh, it was him, huh?
Yeah, this guy's he just hits him. I don't know how, but he thought he would get FanDuel. He thought it was giving out parlay or first goal scorer insurance. It wasn't insurance. He just read it wrong, so he put 25 thinking he'd get it back.
Sometimes those are the best mistakes to make, and they end up paying off for you. Yeah.
I also told these guys I was going to watch the game here with them for the third, so I'll be stepping off. I just want to stop in and say hi. Good luck.
Yeah, good stuff. So what are you on for the third? Is that it? That's not just standing pat for now?
Yeah, I'm just going to stay here and watch. I don't mind your underplay at 8.5, but I guess we'll see.
Oh, you got to say hi to Vito. Vito's coming back here. Vito's coming on at 6 a.m. He's still here.
The bucket hat.
The bucket hat. Yeah.
I'm first time loaded with bets like Ian. I cannot go to sleep. I have too much going on here.
Find your buddy that Ray was talking about last week when we were all blown away. What's his name? Bindelins or whatever his name was.
Bindelis?
Yeah. Or find your old longtime friend. Get him on here at one point. We'll have a reunion here.
I can ask him. Maybe he will come for one episode.
Love it.
There you go.
Hey, but Vito, I was just telling these guys I'm taking off. I was just saying hi for the intermission here. I'm going to watch a game with my buddies. So just wanted to say
see. Amazing.
There it is.
Amazing.
All right, Ray. Enjoy the third period. Enjoy it.
Good luck.
Take care, my friend. See ya.
You too.
All right, there he is. Special guest appearance, Ray Bryce.
Vito, I thought you just had one bucket hat, man. You have many. You have several, man. You're not trying to burn your scalp. You're not trying to get a sunburn on your head. Oh yeah, you got a smoothie going. It's like literally the morning for you, eh? You're up to get work. Have you slept yet?
No, bro. Man,
it's the Stanley Cup final. How can he sleep through this? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe set an alarm for like 3 a.m. and sleep at like 11. I don't know.
No, I do some work till 12 or 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Then I just wanted to go to sleep, but it's the cup.
Yeah, that's right. It's the cup. Vito looks like Bill Murray in Groundhog Day. That's true. It's a good comparison. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
My main bets were over 6 has cashed already, which is good. So now I need the Avalanche money line, Avalanche puck line, and I cashed Avalanche first period. So Avalanche today. And I think I also said to all the viewers we cashed Tampa Bay second period money line. That was a great one.
It was a great bet. Yep. Plus, I got -0.5. Like you took money line where if it tied after the second, you'd push. But
Yeah.
I went with the -0.5, 0.5 plus 165. It was great price.
How
Yeah.
about that situation? I told you once I'm gonna leave, there will be goals. So now, if I'm back, you can bet the under. I tell you,
Ray
it might
was
end
thinking about
3-3.
betting the under. I think he was kind of leaning that way. He should have. You're right. Now that you're on the betcast again. Yeah.
Well, I need the Avs to score, so I can
Yeah.
make a sweep normal. So I need them to score and then put an empty netter. Nathan McKinnon,
I
would
do
be
have the trophy
perfect.
ceremony on turns. Sorry,
everyone's
mentioned-
cheering him on
Yeah.
to win to get an empty net goal. That's hilarious. Everyone's hoping that McKinnon gets one.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got 4 shots, by the way. He just needs one more in this third period for over 4.5 shots. So that's where he's at right now. Windsor was a terrific opponent for Hamilton in this series. They were. Absolutely. I mean, they put Hamilton through the ringer. I mean, nobody's played Hamilton like this. Are you kidding me? They dispatched Mississauga and fucking Peterborough and North Bay in the first 3 rounds like child's play. Like just toying with them. It was not. It's like it wasn't even close. Many of the games, and then all of a sudden, here's Windsor in this OHL final, taking Hamilton to 7 games, handing Hamilton their first 3 losses of the OHL playoff. You got to give Windsor a lot of credit. You should be proud of them. I know you're a Windsor guy. You should be proud of them. It's a hell of an effort. This is a juggernaut for an OHL team from a roster standpoint. This is a juggernaut what they've put together here with this Hamilton team. McTavish played NHL hockey this year, and he's on this team now. So
McTavish is good.
Oh, yeah. Anaheim Ducks get excited about Mason McTavish. There is absolutely no question about that. And get excited, Andrew McInnis, because he's going to be Montreal Canadiens property after the season ends here for the Bulldogs, and that's Arbor Jackeye on the blue line for them. I mean, this guy he's big, strong, physical. He'll knock you down on your can. He skates very well for a guy of his size. He's got a good point shot. He's got a lot of tools in the toolbox, if you will.
Sorry. So what's going on in Montreal? St. Louis is already making a summer camp, or what?
Yeah, I mean, I don't get why there was such a speculation whether or not he was going to sign back or not with them. It was kind of weird. Like, they were just trying to figure out the numbers and stuff, but it's exciting because the good thing with him, Vito, I think, is that he's a fresh face. So as much as like they're gonna rebuild, but he doesn't want like a shitty rebuild. He wants them, if they're gonna lose games, lose them close. Like stay in games type of thing. Play loose, but still take care of the puck type of thing. But we're gonna see next year some of these, like the youth will be the importance. Like they're gonna especially on defense, they're gonna need to have obviously some of the older guys to be the backbone, but like it's gonna be one of those, like, we don't expect to, make them run in the playoffs or anything like that. We expect to like develop our young players. That's what I really think is gonna happen for the Habs.
Well, I also would say I think that maybe Martin St. Louis also is better for that position, to teach the players, Otherwise, you can take some old guy, who is experienced. He loves to play only like veterans, In that team, you need someone who could teach them, like St. Louis, I think, because he's been a coach for under 12 or where he was,
Yeah. Marty St. Louis, like I said, I like his attitude too. He's like, I don't even think I'm a good coach yet. People are already patting me on the back because I got this team to actually play a little bit hard and win some games down the stretch. But he said, I haven't done shit. That's basically, he didn't say it in those terms, but he said, I haven't done shit yet. Yeah, I like that Marty's thinking that way right now. It means he's eager for more. He's eager for improvement for him as a coach and the team. Yeah, undrafted, believe it or not, Turnsey. Arbor Jackeye, undrafted in the Ontario Hockey League. And now look at the career he's had there in that junior league. And now Montreal signed him. And, you never know with these guys. Sometimes they don't pan out. But, man, it's hard to believe he's not going to make some kind of impact at the next level after what I've seen. And, again, he's going to Andrew's Montreal Canadiens. So enjoy him when he gets there. Yeah.
Yeah, he played on the junior team.
Yep.
Nichushkin with 5 shots on the net. The big wow is going hard in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now it's a couple of potential penalties could have been called, and no penalties at either. So they're letting the
let 'em
play
play.
go a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull the Alex here and wait like one more minute and then take the over 7.5.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's at
well,
minus
it's going to get in the range pretty soon. I'm seeing it right now. Yeah.
I got over 6, so I'm in the clear. But
Yeah. Oh yeah, first period and full game over, which I said before the game on both of those, they've both won already. But hey, we're trying to make the third period even more exciting here.
Avs are very close to score a goal.
Oh, what a chance for Comfort!
Oh,
Avs plus 125 now to score next goal. I already got a minus. I have even money rather. So
Colorado often outplays the opponent in the third period at home. It's because of the altitude. It's always that's a big part in it.
And this crowd. This crowd gets hyped up again.
Yeah, it's a good crowd. It's a really good crowd. When Colorado's good, that's as good a crowd as there is.
I didn't do home ice advantage in my goalie rankings this past year. My goalie rankings, of course, time of what happened all year, we're kind of up and down. But this year I'll be doing home ice. Colorado's my number one home ice team. They get the highest advantage of any team right now, and it's not just altitude, but just their fans. Tampa Bay is right there with them. Tampa Bay, I mean, they got the longest home solid streak in the league.
Yeah.
What about Carolina?
Carolina's in that mix, top 5. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, these chances for Colorado!
No way. Wow!
Oh my god,
was
everything but score for oh my gosh, high sticking on point now. Penalty Colorado.
All right, I got Avs plus 125. I added up on that, so grab that if you can.
All that pressure, you don't score, and now you take a penalty. Oh my goodness!
Damn it!
Yeah,
I went to lock in 7.5 minus 110, and it closed immediately.
it's going to jump now. It's gonna be
That's all.
Oh no, just a little. Minus 115. I'm seeing it didn't jump much.
I got minus $1.10.
Yeah, a little adjustment because Tampa's going on a power play now. Yeah, that's definitely high sticking.
You can get Tampa if you like Tampa to get. If you think they're going to score on this power play, you get them plus 150. So
yeah, that's Logan O'Connor high stick on Braden Point. I got to be impressed. Braden Point is skating very well for a guy that's been off for a couple weeks. Very impressed. Yeah.
Man, he needed to score here.
Yeah, Tampa power play. We got ourselves a good game 1 finish coming up here. Oh man, what a stop by Kemper! Oh my goodness, great save. That was a blistering one-timer by Cooch.
Kemper dialed in. I think it was blocked. No, it was maybe.
No, it got to Kemper.
Yeah.
That was that's a terrific stop by him.
All right, guys, minus 128. Do I wait or just get in? Minus 122 now.
Yeah, we'll let it drop a little bit.
Drop a little bit because they just got to clear Colorado.
I think Colorado can kill this penalty.
Yeah. I also think they will kill this penalty.
So I'd wait.
I don't know how Tampa kept that in, but they did. Barely. And as great as that last one-timer was by Kucherov, he just dubbed one badly, and another clear for Colorado.
All right, fuck it. Minus 110, I'm in.
There you go. See
minus
it.
1.
But you waited that
111.
extra 20 seconds, and now you got a better number, better price.
Yeah.
Yep. It's
Long
amazing.
term when you're doing these.
Man, this means there is possibility that it's a goal.
I got a text from a good friend of mine. She's a Wild fan. She goes, "Wild should have never got rid of Kemper." I go, "Really?"
The Wild version of Kemper wasn't any good, though. That's the problem.
Not at all.
Oh, it's
do you
locked.
expect these guys to predict the future? Yeah.
It's locked. It's locked for me. I don't know why it's locked.
I don't see anything going on right now. Yep.
Okay, maybe false alarm. I don't know. The bet's locked for me. Okay.
Yeah, some books will do that.
Sometimes they'll do that. Yep. Good call.
Vito, you know what's funny? Because I know that you can relate to this. I watch a lot of the games, obviously, but like if let's say I'm betting on like a game that I'm like this soccer game or one of the baseball games I'm not watching, right? You see it's locked like on your, like you were just saying, right? So the other day, I was at my first ever MLS, like Major League Soccer game in Montreal. I went to bet on the game, and it went locked on my phone, and I was at the game, right? And I was like, wait, why is it locked? What the hell is going on? And I was like, you idiot, just look up. You're at the game. You know what I mean? I was like, you're literally at the game. Like, just look up. And it, you know, it was like a foul or something like that happened. It's like you get so used to thinking that when it's locked, it's always a goal, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm at the game. Why am I?
Yeah, exactly. Why are you worried about that? You're your own spoiler there when you're at the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you are so much into it, you know, that you forget that even it's automatically.
Yep.
But I was trying to bet on the in game, and then while I was trying to bet, it froze.
Yeah. Well, in hockey also it froze when there is like scramble in front of the net because you don't know maybe which team will get penalty, which will not get penalty, and you can know gamble on that. So it's also locked always.
I remember being at an Ottawa Senators game with one of my buddies, and he had his Bet365 account up. And you know how, like Vito was saying, like they'll like freeze it when there's a scoring chance, because he was like, all right when someone scores, I'm gonna try and bet on them. I'm like, you really think you're the first person to ever think of that? You know what I mean?
But I can tell you a scam which we had actually, but it's closed now. But here in Latvia. So basically, we in the sports book, we had a TV where you can see where the game goes. And it was like 10 years ago, 8 years ago, you pay with a card. And while the transaction goes, you can just block your card on your phone, and you see already how the point goes in the tennis. And that's how you could, that was like a way how to bet. You see the tennis, how it goes, the point is already lost, so you had a time to cancel your card. So
yes,
it was like spinning, and then you.
Yes. You bet on the games, and then you just can't walk on your phone. So and then they found it out.
Your bet's about to lose, and you just cancel.
Yeah, because you can see it on the screen live there in the sports book. And you were doing it.
I had to highlight Chris Otto's comment here. It's great. It's true, so true. Betting unders and watching the books lock up is a painful exercise. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's for sure. Betting unders in general is a painful exercise for the most part.
Yeah. That is true.
I will say one thing, and this is not like actual betting advice. The only time I enjoy betting unders is round robin World Cups or Euro Cups. The first game for each team, I bet the first half under, always 1.5. It's like literally just like automatic for me, unless it's like two dynamite teams playing each other. There's just every team is like just playing for a draw pretty much, especially in that first half. It's like you're gonna maybe get one goal. I'm not a soccer bettor or handicapper. I will put that out there, but I love soccer is the only sport where I can enjoyably watch and have the under, honestly.
Preseason week 1 in the NFL.
NFL preseason?
Yeah. Well, at least it used to be. I guess they kind of adjusted now. Like every total is like 35, so you're kind of getting screwed there. But at one point, it used to be like 41, 42, and you can go way under because it's, starters maybe get a rep or two with that, and then you got all these third string, fourth string guys for the second half. So it's like betting like the old US, like the USFL, the old XFL games.
Team photo right now for the Hamilton Bulldogs with the Ross Robertson Trophy. Those are always great moments. Any hockey league, yeah.
Okay, so Vasilevsky coming in strong, actually, second, third period.
Oh, yeah, he's been excellent. He hasn't given up a goal since that 3 goals that Colorado got in the first period, yeah.
Yeah, people were mentioning to pull him, but no, don't pull him.
Yeah. There he is. Get Jay McKee in the photo. There you go, Jay McKee. Great coaching job for Hamilton. Jay McKee, awesome defenseman for Buffalo back in the day. I still say he doesn't get hurt against Carolina in the East Final. I'm still going back to that 2006. They might have played Edmonton instead.
Yep.
They got 3 defensemen out in that series. Dodgers up 3-0. Holy shit! What a fucking frustrating thing that is. Like, had the over with the Angels and the Dodgers last night. Nobody hits, and here's the Dodgers with 3 in the first inning tonight.
You guys hear what the Angels did to break their losing streak?
No.
Every single guy changed their walk-up song to a Nickelback song.
No, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's
Like, after-
desperation to snap a losing streak right
I think
there.
like after they got to like 11 losses, they did that, and then they finally won it 2 out of 3. So I don't know if they keep it for the rest of the year.
All right, getting another beer at the next TV timeout because I get this. Usually I don't do that with 9 minutes to go in the third, knowing that this is probably could be the last 9 minutes of the hockey game, but this may not be the last 9 minutes of the hockey game.
Yeah, it may not.
Yeah,
Did you get a shot? Did you do a shot yet again?
Now I'm going to get that coming up next.
I think I need to leave soon to see some goals coming. McKinnon,
Oh,
amazing
what a chance for McKinnon!
Oh
Oh,
my
God. Wow,
he's
that was-
stopped by Bassey, point blank.
So
Oh,
many
my gosh,
good things
what a
could
chance.
happen by him scoring. Oh shit! How did he
Holy
shoot
shit,
him
the
just in
entire
the back?
Tampa Bay lineup just went after Landeskog.
Yeah.
What a defensive blunder there.
How can
Boy,
he
got away
just
with it.
in the stomach, straight in the stomach?
Yep.
How's that?
It wasn't his best shot. Like he didn't do a deep move or he didn't go up top shelf or anything like that. But still,
Well,
I mean,
Maybe end of the shift, tired.
yeah.
You never know what's the
dangerous.
situation.
That's a dangerous chance. Bassey stared him down. That's got to be shot. Yep, shot 5 right there for Nate. So there you go. Cash the over shots.
Nice. I
Yep.
still can't get over that Montreal Alouettes owner, man. Cracked me up what he was saying. Yeah, we're
Looking
gonna
forward to seeing
kill
his team
Toronto.
get killed tomorrow night. And I hate saying that as a Ticat fan, but I am on the Argos tomorrow night.
I'm on the under 48 and a half.
Yeah.
I think Montreal is an over team. I think you do as well, but I think tomorrow's number at 48 and a half to 49 is a little too high. And Toronto's a good defensive team. So, and it's their first game of the
You
year.
call me a hater or if someone that bets with his heart. I hate the Argos. I hate that team, and I'm betting them tomorrow night. So there you go. Yeah. It sounds like they're going to do.
Call
I
me
don't.
a hater too, but I take the Leafs every now and then, just not in the playoffs.
Yeah. No, everything that I've heard out of Toronto is just positive.
Yeah.
Like everybody loves each other. They're playing great. Bethel Thompson's motivated. He kept saying, "We're sick to our stomach losing to Hamilton in the East Final last year. We want to prove a point."
All right, guys. Hey, listen. It's very early, and we need goals. So I will go off. What happens when
Oh,
you
you're
go
doing
off.
the old superstition thing again. Yeah.
Yeah, again, superstition thing. When I go off, there is goals. So
Yeah.
see
All right,
you.
Vito.
See you soon.
That and you get to
5-3
sneak in a few minutes of sleep. That too. Yeah. That's
5-3 Avs. See you.
all right, Vito. There we go. Vito's going to leave again. Let's see if we get the goals now. Yeah. What a chance. But you got to give Vasilevsky credit. Good save there.
Daniel Terrell in the chat drinking Casamigos. That's brave of him.
Thank you, Daniel. We appreciate you tuning in. Yeah. Detroit Lenny, welcome in. Let's go Bolts. Yeah. I'm hoping they pull it out because I got them in the full game as well. Oh, Chris Otto has third period scoreless plus 310. And looking for maybe over 6.5 in regulation.
I have over 7.5, and Chris Otto has no more goals. You hate to see it.
Yeah.
That's what
Someone's
happens
gonna
when you do a betcast, though, and you've got like so many people commenting, like we're not all going to be on the same thing.
And no goal, you had to grab that at a certain time because right now it's plus 115. It's not. It's even if there isn't a goal, it's not worth betting. Especially because we've seen Tampa score with 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh, they're buzzing Colorado. Holy shit, lots of pressure.
Plus 200 if you haven't gotten already to score next goal.
Oh, what a stop point blank on Big Val.
Boys, I think I'm like 6 seconds behind you. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mute it. If there's a goal, I'll be quiet until you see it. Yeah.
So I'm loaded up. I got minus 110. Oh no, I'm sorry. Even money, plus 125, plus 200, all on Avalanche next goal.
Yeah.
So
right.
3/4 of a unit.
I'm grabbing Colorado to win.
Is that just straight money line, full game?
135.
There you go. All right. So that means if it goes to OT and they win, you
because
cash.
they're 160 pregame, pretty sure.
Right. Yeah.
It is value. Yep.
Yeah, it's great value.
And they're buzzing like a beehive right now. So
they are. Yep. Yeah. I don't know. Do I hedging? I always say hedging's for gardeners. It's not for bettors. I don't want to do that with Tampa because I have Tampa. Let's take Colorado. I'm worried about Tampa.
I'm
I
more
am
of a hedge
worried
guy
that the
with
ice
futures.
is tilted right now.
I'm more of a hedge guy with futures.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. If I do any kind of hedging, it's
Like the altitude, they're clearly, as Pierre Maguire used to say, sucking some dirty pond water right now, Tampa Bay.
Remember when he said to Phil Kessel, "How's your breath?" Oh
Yeah.
my God, that still cracks me. And he's like, "It's not good, eh?"
Yeah. Well, he's going to be back on television next year, probably in Canada. I heard TSN and Sportsnet are in a
Oh yeah, they gave him the boot.
bidding war for Pierre Maguire. Yeah, for television again. Yeah.
Well, that's
I have a feeling he's going to end up going to Sportsnet because Sportsnet's got the rights, for hockey in this country.
I feel bad for you guys, but I'm cool with him doing TV in Canada, not in the U.S.
Yeah, I don't think ESPN or TNT even offered, like even before he got the Ottawa position last year, to be on the consultant or whatever he was doing. Yeah.
I wish networks could trade people. We'll trade you guys Randy Hahn for, I don't know, something.
Yeah.
another HD camera.
Yeah.
Another HD camera.
President of the Randy Hahn fan club right there, Alex B. Smith. Yeah.
I'll trade you this camera operator for this on-air guy.
Yeah. I mean, this Colorado puck movement, just outstanding. Very fortunate. Like, great stop by Vasilevsky there. Yeah. They are opening up seams, though, and shot lanes and pass lanes, unlike a lot of teams can do against Tampa Bay. That's a scary thing for the Lightning.
Ian,
it's kind of what I thought could happen.
Sorry. With Toronto, I don't want to get caught up taking side and totals with too many games, but sometimes I do.
Yeah.
And I think with that one, the thing is, I like Toronto too. I haven't released them yet. I haven't bet it myself yet. But I think that we could get an in-game number. We could. Sorry,
remind myself, you're talking CFL.
I think we could get an in-game number on them, but there also is a chance they could just dominate out the gate too. Like Montreal has played a game, and that is an advantage. But I'm already in on the under 49.5. You don't think you think it's a blowout, eh? You think it's not
a blowout. I think though, but they've actually dominated Montreal in Toronto. Believe it or not, they've won so many games head-to-head against the Alouettes in Toronto. Back when Toronto had bad teams, even. And they still.
I think William Stanback's a huge loss for them.
Well, of course, especially when your quarterback is throwing too many interceptions, which Vernon Adams is doing.
Like, I know that's not a hot take of mine to say, obviously, but I think it's really, really big loss.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Yeah, because they rely on the run game a lot. Again, a quarterback that's not making good decisions with the football, and this is a carryover thing for him from last year. He had too many games with bad interceptions. He had too many of them against Calgary last week. Vernon. They could have won that game if he protects the football better. But anyway, 4:45 to go in the third here, 3-3. I'm waiting for this still waiting for this TV timeout here. That I need to get my refill here. I'm scared to leave so I don't miss anything. I'm really glad I scaled back on live bets on this period because, I kind of felt 3-3. This could be it's not tight checking. There's been a boatload of chances. It's just nothing's going in. Tampa is definitely on their heels. There's no doubt right now. There it is, offside. All right, we can finally refill the beer. I will be right back.
I'll be right back, Jim.
Favorites are the favorites for a reason. Yep, exactly. I mean, not always, but Colorado were the favorites all year long. Here they are.
Not bad.
Here we go. Now we're getting into the good stuff here. The doctor is in the house.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
time for
Dr.
my
Peach.
appointment.
There we go.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm a fan of that as well. So,
Let's go. I haven't done a lot of weekday drinking before. It's been a long time. Cheers to everybody. Cheers to maybe some Stanley Cup final overtime here. There we
Let's
go.
go. Let's get some
Doc
tea.
McGillicuddy's peach schnapps. Let's go. Cheers. Right out of the bottle.
ooh.
Damn, Ian's taking like 6 shots there. Damn. Let's go. Ian.
What was the poll? Oh, I mean, it's like 30. It's like 35 proof, but it's so good.
Drank that like it was water.
Yeah, I know.
Respect.
Just
respect.
Pouring
Then
it back.
And again, when you're like live on YouTube, you got to take a good shot, I guess.
Yep. No, that's normal. That's a normal
Pretty good.
type of shot for me with
Oh,
this
that was
stuff.
a nice
Yep.
switch.
It's not peach
nice and
moonshine.
smooth.
It's not peach moonshine though.
No, it's good. Yeah. And we got a beer too, so we're really cracking right now. Yeah. What the hell? You only live once. It's the end of the season.
That
We've-
shot.
We've worked a shit ton of hard for this Ice Guys show this year.
They showed some
Have some
park in
fun.
Denver. Yeah, they showed some park in Denver. I didn't recognize what that was. There's a lot. I mean, there's a shit ton of parks for a big city. There's a lot of parks in Denver.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I put the same amount on the Colorado pick as I did on the live over, because now even if I go 1-1, I'll be a little slightly negative.
Right.
There you go. I'm trying to.
Yeah,
there,
but
you
Just small bets though. The over 1.5 was my big one.
Yeah.
there we go.
Okay.
Focus. There we go.
McGillicuddy's.
21%.
Yeah, 21%. Okay.
21%,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Mhm.
Doc McGillicuddy's there.
And that's a
Yeah.
great. I wish more bars would use that for peach schnapps than some of the other peach schnapps brands.
Quality stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
You guys drink scotch ever?
Oh yeah. Johnny Walker.
Rare
Double
occasions.
Black.
Yeah. Yeah. Special.
What do you
occasions.
guys recommend? I've recently, like, I wouldn't say I've gotten into it, but I've enjoyed it.
All
I
right.
guess
So
I
wait,
could say
Andrew,
that.
what is your normal go-to alcohol?
What's my, like, what would I have? I'm like a rum and coke kind of guy.
All right, you like rum? Okay, so you'd want more of a oakier aged. So Johnny Walker Double Black.
Glenlivet's good. I like Glenlivet personally.
Glenlivet 12, yeah, but you can get, if you get higher up with Glenlivet, it gets kind of really weird, and the peatiness can kind of be a very acquired taste.
Yeah.
I say start with something like an 8, so a Dewar's 15, which is like reasonably priced. Johnny Walker Double Black's reasonably priced. Oban 14 is another one that I like. Those are the 3 I would recommend. Kind of
Johnny Walker
Holy
Double
shit.
Black, what, 15?
Oban 14, OBAN. And then the Dewar's is like Dewar's Special. I think it's a 15-year, but they call it like Dewar's something special. So
Okay.
Fat Pat, as Ray Bryce calls him, just made a fat mistake, a big fat mistake. Delay a game penalty.
yeah,
Oh, geez. Let's get a goal and then an empty net goal.
yeah.
So
McCown-
124 to
McCown
go in the
12.
third.
Did
Colorado
you guys
Power.
watch Maroon on the Pat McAfee show?
That's it.
Did yeah.
It was funny. I thought it was cool. You should check it out, Alex. It was actually pretty funny. It's so cool because like players, like people like him. It's the same thing with Spit and Chicklets. Another player and former athlete can get athletes to be themselves.
Yep.
You know, and not be so media trained.
Yeah. All right, Avs minus 150 now. So Andrew, you got good value on that.
Yeah, you got minus 135, Andrew, on them live. Yep.
Yeah.
Another
150
penalty
money
kill
line and 769 to win in regulation. That's how much the books respect the Colorado power play, I guess.
great job by Landeskog to just barely keep that in.
Got to get a body.
Which, by the way, one of our guests on the playoff shows, Tyson Brower, it's unbelievable how much he looks like Landeskog. Yeah, and you're right. One of our chat people noticed it. It's crazy, the resemblance he had to Landeskog. Yeah.
They got to get a body in front of Vasilevsky. That's the only way you beat him on a power play. They're staying way too far on the outside corners. That's clear.
The first time I ever had scotch was actually with Carmine when I first met him last December, Alex.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then now every now and then I'm like, or if I'm at a bar, I'm like, because see, one thing I like about scotch is like I've never actually bought it for like my house, like to sip on.
Right.
I've only ever got it when I was out, either like, I mean, let's be honest, I've never had it when I was like casually drinking.
Right.
I've had it like after a bunch of drinks already, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
But there's like actually no, there's like one time where one thing about it is like it's a little pricier at bars, but you sip on it longer. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if you get a rum and coke, you're gonna be down in that in like a few minutes. But if I get a scotch, I'll sip on it for a little while.
That's what I think scotch is. I'd rather have good whiskeys or scotch in the house, and then I'll drink everything else like gin or whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what a save by Vasilevsky. They're showing the replay of the chance. I think Landeskog had it. Unbelievable save. Oh.
Yeah.
Say what you will. Vasilevsky, not a great first period, but my gosh, he was a great way to go, Chris Otto. I know what he's wooing about. Third period, scoreless. Plus, what was it, 310? Great bet.
Good call.
That is a great call.
All right, so you guys have for the Buccigross overtime challenge. I don't know if you guys do it on Twitter. He gives away like a free cap if you hit whoever.
Yeah.
Never mind the Buccigross challenge. I actually bet one player on each team in these. I've gotten into that habit now.
You know what's crazy though? I've won this thing twice, and I still haven't got a cap yet from him. So.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Really?
So at this point, I want to DM him, and I'm like, no, I want to pick something out of your jersey collection. So.
Alex, I just sent you something in our private chat.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, the whiskey. There you go. Yeah. Hey, I like it. Drink ideas. Something right up my alley. Yeah.
So this is like one page. This is like a link to like our store.
All right, let's have some fun, guys. I'm going to bring up the overtime goal scorer prop bet list.
Let's do it
up here. Let's take a look. Let's have some fun here. Let's. That's what I always do, and I've tweeted them out. I've picked every time we've had an overtime game in these playoffs. I've gotten involved with this. So see if we can. It's like a lottery ticket, if you will. Here we go. Overtime. Next goal scorer. We've got McKinnon obviously leading the way, plus 950. Makar 10-1, Stamkos 10-1, Kucherov plus 1050, Landeskog plus 1050, Rantanen plus 1050, Compher 15-1, Nichushkin Big Val 15-1, Palat 15-1, Point 15-1, Lehkonen, who scored an overtime winner against Edmonton, 19-1, Killorn 20, Burakovsky 22, Hedman 22, Hagel 24-1, Nick Paul 24-1, Cirelli 25-1, Colton 25-1, Newhook 25, Devon Taves 28, Obey Kubel 29, Manson 45, Chernak 66, McDonough 66, Jack Johnson.
Holy
and
shit!
On and on it goes.
Some of them get a little like, damn.
Yeah.
Andrew, is this like your local liquor store?
Yeah, you can search a bunch of other stuff too.
Because I'm looking at these prices, I'm like, holy shit! J&B for $42. That's kind of pricey, I guess. Like
that's yeah.
Holy mackerel,
man! Alcohol is like way different than like some of that stuff. Like I'm telling you, man, in the States, like God. Alex, you guys can just pop in. Like when I go to like Boston, that's like the closest like American city to where I am.
Right.
Your guys' dollar might cost a lot more,
right?
But like the prices on alcohol, like you would like lose your mind if you came to like anywhere in Eastern Canada or even any like it's crazy, man. Like you know how like if you want to get a 12 pack of beer, where you live, how much does it cost?
I just got a 6-pack MGD and a liter of Jameson Black Bear. I spent with tax $52.
So like the average price for a 12 pack where I live is like $25.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the Johnny Walker Double Black. Like it says $70.99 on this. Like, and some places will mark that up like crazy because they think it's a higher brand. I've been able to find that in Chicago for $33 a bottle.
Damn. So is that the same? So hold on, let me know what you're looking at. So is that the same type of stuff that you're talking?
Yeah, Johnny Walker Double Black. That's the one. That's the scotch that I like. $70.99.
Did you just use the search, or is that from the link that I sent you?
It's on the link. It's on the link. Yeah. Like I scroll through the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So out of those ones, is there any that you recommend? Can I pick up like at that price? I mean,
I don't know about that. I mean, I'd say try some other ones at first because you don't want to spend $70 something and then
yeah.
That's crazy. See, I mean, you never know. You live somewhere and like,
But I mean, like, again, like that's like dollar figures and stuff like that too, right? Like,
oh yeah, I guess I don't know if this has me on American dollars or not. It just has 70.99, but 70.99. That's way too much for that. Let's see. Let's go to Jen. Let's see what.
For like $1,000 US dollars is like 1,300 Canadian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like, getting paid from U.S. currency is awesome. Going to the States sucks. You know what I mean, Ian?
Right.
Yeah.
A handle of Bombay Sapphire for $65. Yeah, that's
Who's coming in here?
This is a bad idea. Sending this to Alex. But you know what it is, Alex? It's because it's privatized.
Oh yeah. I mean, well, okay, we have privatized like liquor too, but this is government's got to get involved with this. This is outrageous. I can get three handles of Sapphire somewhere for $60 probably here in the U.S. They want 65 for one.
Yeah,
I get why you guys drink beer all the time now.
Yeah, pricey as shit here. I believe someone's trying to join us here. Is that Chell? Yes. Can you hear me? I see no video and his mic's muted. Hello, or whoever this is. Yeah.
All right, we gotta have people with their screens on, man. We gotta.
Yeah, you gotta come ready if you're gonna. You got the obviously. I'm trying to think who the hell. Obviously, I send the
Better click them off. Make sure make sure it's not the feds hearing us talk about international liquor.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know who that was, but. We're doing nothing wrong if it's someone trying to investigate us. Yeah.
No, I am flabbergasted by these prices. This is outrageous.
Yeah, we're finding out that exactly. Liquor is pretty expensive in this country.
Yeah.
I find it's unbelievable. Yeah, it's like, but that's the reason, Alex, because like when I go to Boston, like I'm just using them as an example, as I told you, like because that's the place I've been to the most in the States. Like when you can just walk into random stores, like even in Montreal for some reason, like you can get random beers and stuff at different places, but like that's like a different province. But like most of the time in Canada, it's all like, so Ian has LCBO. I have NSLC, which is like our liquor corporation is what it stands for.
Yeah. And I guess shipping too, right? Like, cause I mean, there's no like, is there a road like, or does everything have to come like freight or like ferry where you are, like in Nova Scotia?
What do you mean? Is there a road?
No, I mean, like, can you drive into another province?
Yeah,
it's not, oh, okay. It's not just like a complete isolated island.
I don't live on an island.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know that.
I'm not chirping you. I'm not chirping you. But
no, I know that. I just know there are places like some. So aren't there some provinces in the Atlantic part that are like actual islands?
Like nowhere doesn't have a road attached to it. So PEI, Prince Edward Island has. Sorry, I wasn't actually trying. I was just shocked when you were like, "Is there a road where you live?"
That's what I meant. Like, no. I meant like, is there a road? Like, can you drive into another? Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So for us, so it's like Nova Scotia attaches to New Brunswick. New Brunswick attaches to PEI.
Okay.
New Brunswick attaches to Quebec.
Okay.
And then so on. So you can, and also New Brunswick, you can get to Maine from New Brunswick as well.
Right.
So
okay.
Sometimes I'm talking to Americans and I'll say like, yeah, I'm from Nova Scotia, and they're like, oh, is that near Maine? Because like that's all they think Maine is. It's like,
Yeah, I just kind of my ignorance. I just kind of always assumed like Newfoundland and like Nova Scotia, everything were like kind of like.
Oh, actually, I was wrong. Yeah, Newfoundland is an island.
Okay.
My bad.
Okay. So so I was thinking, okay, like if it's an island situation, then everything would cost a fortune because it's got to get over by freight or ferry. Yeah.
Well, Ian, have you heard about like what it's like in Northwest Territories right now? It's getting insane. Like, so like that's what you're talking about, Alex, with like the shipping and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know we're kind of getting off topic from hockey, but like it's actually crazy because like obviously people that work out there make way more because like it's like just like. Why would you like? No offense to anyone who loves it out there, but it's like pretty isolated, right?
Yeah.
But like the average thing costs like $10 more than it would like anywhere else. Like,
like
if you want to get like 2 liters of milk, you're paying like $10 or like something like just like insane.
We might be.
Ian,
there.
you've seen that stuff on Twitter, haven't you?
That's beyond insane. I would never pay $10 for 2 liters of milk. You gotta be shitting me.
But the thing is, like, if you go over there, like, let's say you go over there and you work in healthcare.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll live without my protein and calcium to avoid that.
Yeah. But like, you're over there because you're making like $50K more than what you would have made where you're coming from.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, it kind of like evens itself out.
It's like living. So it's the American equivalent of being in like Alaska or like Wyoming or just somewhere just like super isolated.
Yeah.
All right, I've made up my mind on my goal scorer props. Makar for Colorado, point for Tampa. That's what I'm going with.
Makar for Colorado.
Makar 14-1, point 15-1.
So when they chat said $18 for peanut butter, that's wild.
And I'll tweet that.
Chris Otto, the Amazon vans don't make daily stops there. Yeah, literally. Alex, you like it though. There's a street in Newfoundland. I haven't been there actually yet, but my friends went to college there. Some of them. It's called George Street Fest, and literally an entire street just gets blocked off like Vegas, where you're allowed to drink on like the street and stuff. And it's like there's just so many bars that are just bumping like crazy. There's like 8 strip clubs on the street. Like, there you go. Like all my buddies that went there for college were just like, yeah, like this whole like week is just a write-off. And it's like one of the cheaper colleges around because obviously it's on an island. Right.
Yeah, that's why we don't even have here in the Twin Cities between Minneapolis and St. Paul. I don't think we have 8 strip clubs in total. I think we have maybe like 4 or 5. So that's impressive.
Holy shit! Ray Bryce is going with Maroon and Helm. Wow. How about that?
Well, that's the thing.
Listen, is Maroon going to get on the ice?
That's the thing about overtime. Yeah. As it gets longer, you get those guys, the unknown guys. Like we said, you said Josh Manson at what 50-1 or 66-1. Like that's somebody I'd look at. Let's get a redirect from the point, flip in.
Let me see what the prices are here. Where the hell is Maroon's 50-1? Darren Helm is 50-1. So there you go. 50-1 shots for both of Ray's goal scorer prop picks in overtime. Darren Helm did win third period. It was third period. Last 10 seconds, they beat St. Louis. It was a series-winning goal. Darren Helm got it. I remember.
I gotta close up this liquor page because this is pissing me off. Gordon's Gin is $62. That shit's literally rubbing alcohol, and it shouldn't cost more than $25 in any part of the world. That's wow.
I used to work at liquor store, like I told you guys. I used to work at this place, and you guys know, it's like it breaks your heart to see this. So like, I'm not saying there's just there's all kinds of like drinks that like, and like I have like there's like the cheaper beers that are like high percentage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like you'd have people outside the store, like not outside the exact store, but like I could see them from where I'm standing, asking for a change and then coming in and buying like a 10%, like a Fax 10 or whatever they're called. And I'm not like, some people actually like that. I don't know how 10% beer. I'd rather just drink hard liquor, but like there's one just called 8.6 and it's just like 8.6%. That's literally what it's called, is 8.6. And like there's all kinds of like different ones. You know what's funny? There's a Montreal podcaster, Marinero. Do you guys know him?
Oh yeah,
Ian,
step down from
his
there.
Show is sponsored by 8.6, which is hilarious. I don't know if they could pay me enough to have my show sponsored by them.
Ridiculous nonsense with his exit from the TSN radio station in Montreal. Apparently, they didn't like that he started his own podcast on YouTube. If I were Tony Marinero, I'd say, come on, I've been loyal to this station, kick rocks. I'm going to keep doing the podcast, and it's going to keep going.
It's not much of a creative name, though, eh? The Sick Podcast.
Sick Podcast, yeah.
Here in the U.S., we got something called 211 Steel Reserve, and that's like, it's like maybe 8.5 or like 9% alcohol, and it tastes like think of any cheap beer that's been like warm in the sun for a day, and they just put like a little vodka in it. It's awful, but it'll get you hammered. It was a college staple. I know a lot.
Warm in the sun for a day.
Yeah, and in the can, it was in like a heavy steel can. Like the can that they use, the aluminum they use probably costs more than the alcohol itself. Like it's one of those kind of deals.
What are those things in the? You got to remind me. Well, Alex, those they come in like the massive cans. They're like only you can get them in the States. It's like a fruity type.
Four Loko.
Yes. So
yeah.
So I went to my first NFL game ever. It was at the Patriots, and we got so lucky, man. Like one of my buddies, like his uncle was going to the game too, so he like drove us there from Boston. We were staying in Boston, and we just pulled up. We had no like tailgating stuff ourselves next to these people that were just like the best people to chill with during a tailgate. They had like TVs of the day games going on. They had shots firing
They were well
around.
prepared. Yeah.
Yeah, they had the tent. They laughed. They were like, "What the hell? You guys just showed up with nothing?" But so we all were trying Four Locos for a first time.
Oh.
But if we're from the States, like that's like something you do when you're younger, right? So these guys were super cool, but they're like, "What the hell? Are you guys in like ninth grade?" Because we were like about to try one, and we're like 20 or 21 or whatever.
Right.
And these guys are like, "What the hell are those four guys doing over there with a Four Loko?"
And you guys missed the original Four Loko. Not only did it have 15% alcohol, but it had about maybe enough caffeine like for like 2 espressos. And this stuff was like pretty lethal. Like it was, you drink a half a can of it and you could hear your heartbeat. So they had to kind of change it. They had to change the formula of it a little bit. So you guys had to tame down Four Loko, which is still crazy enough. But yeah, Four Loko, it's an experience, and it's like I said, yeah, it's usually a college thing. I don't know anybody past the age of 25 or 30 that drinks it these days.
Well, what's funny about that was that it hit us. Like,
yeah.
This doesn't taste like anything. Like,
And
I don't know what the big
later.
yeah. I don't know what the big fuss was
it's
about.
It's a late reaction, delayed reaction. Yeah.
All right, we got OT, boys.
We have OT indeed, and remember, 20 seconds of a penalty to kill still for Tampa from that delay game.
Is anyone going to scrutinize me for leveling up my same bet? On I just added more to Colorado. I didn't get involved with the goal scoring props like Ian, so I just had to get more on Colorado.
Yep, Tampa's killed the penalty, so we're back to even strength.
Yeah.
So I'm on Point and Makar. Makar 14-1, Point 15-1 for goal scorer props. Oh my God! Oh shit! Wow! I'm telling you what. Holy fuck! Maroon just had a brilliant chance and he pushed it wide. Oh my gosh! That's Ray's one of his goal scorer props. 50-1. Holy fuck! He came this close, Pat Maroon, just now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything locked up on mine. What happened?
Oh, we have our game winner.
Wow.
Oh no! Who was it? Just tell me. Who was it?
Colorado, and it's Burakovsky.
Burakovsky.
Timer.
Wow. Well, now I'm happy I did that. I literally added more to Colorado.
There you go.
Wow.
Ball Arena is up for grabs right now. This is wow.
4-3 in overtime, Colorado. Burakovsky, way to go, Vito. Vito said Burakovsky that moving up the lineup tonight. Second line, right?
Yeah.
That's where he ended up. He said, and I think you took him to either get a point or get a goal. There you go. And he gets the biggest goal of the game. Just a great one-timer. I mean, no chance for Vasilevsky there at all. None.
No.
Look at that. Oh, turnover right there. Sergachev turned it over. That's what got it going. Everybody out of position and one-timer. Wow, with Sergachev and Hedman on the ice. Your big boys on the blue line for Tampa, and they get burned. One-timer. Well, there goes Tampa win game one, and Colorado win the series. That's
I was like I said, I was hoping. I already have +4 at +415 with Tampa, and I was hoping they get the game one so I can come back in Colorado, but forget about that now. We're probably gonna see Colorado minus 500 at this point.
Joe Sakic in the Brain Trust happy. A nice little hug there after getting that overtime winner in the press box. Yeah.
I mean, this Avalanche team, they're just unreal. They just
You know what this means too with Burakovsky, Alex scoring tonight. Bet him to score the next game. He's a streaky ass bastard. This guy with the scoring, yeah. When he scores one, he scores like a bunch in like 5 or 6 in a row.
But
Great hockey game. Great hockey game. Great way to start the series.
Incredible hockey game. But here's the thing: the streak might be over, but it's 17-1.
Yeah,
last 18 for Tampa Bay off of a loss in the playoffs. Just saying.
But the one time they did lose 2 in a row was last round against the Rangers, where they lost 2 in a row on the road. If they can do that to the Rangers, they can do that to Colorado, can't they? Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But Colorado's also 0-1 in game 2, or 0-2, 0-2, and 1-2 in game 2. They did actually win both against Edmonton because they swept Edmonton, but they did lose a game 2 at home after winning game 1 against
2-1 because they swept
Nashville too. Yeah. St. Louis is the one I keep thinking back to. Yeah, which is probably the most complete team they've played other than Tampa.
What you're thinking of, Ian, is the previous 2 postseasons they had lost. I think maybe 4 or 5 game 2s.
Yep.
So. Overall, the track record in game 2s isn't the best.
Put it this way, I'm not betting against Tampa in game 2.
No.
So it would either be Tampa or pass. I just got to decide if I'm actually going to bet Tampa.
I honestly, I mean, I cashed my first period over. I cashed my live over. I don't know how many sides I'm going to have in the series, to be honest. I just really don't. It's that tight of a series.
So there you go. 4-3 Colorado in overtime. A one-timer, Andre Burt. And look at a turnover. He just flipped a puck. That was the puck that was going nowhere. Sergachev, bad call there doing that. And as a result, turnovers against this Colorado team. They're going to burn you. Yep. And we definitely saw that right there. And, of course, they turn it right back. And, again, when you turn it over, defense is scrambling. They're not in position. And as a result, there's an open chance there on a one-timer there for Burakovsky. Great finish. And a great goal to end it. Ramon Scott, thank you, Ramon Scott. Ramon Scott's been in the business for a while. I've seen his name for years in sports betting and handicapping. So appreciate you joining us in the chat, Ramon, for the betcast here tonight. Great betcast, great game. What a way to start. If this game's like the rest of the series, we're in for a good Stanley Cup final for sure. All right, let's wrap it up. We got final because I actually have Morency later on tonight. So
that's right. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Tradition, but that's a couple hours away, or not actually more like an hour and a bit away, but still it's still a good amount away. We'll get some downtime before that starts, but great betcast. Alex, final thoughts before we actually final swig well before we think about it. Let's go final swig for the night here.
Cheers to you with that. But I mean, final thoughts. It's a hell of a start to the series. I think everybody, I can't imagine anybody who thought that this was going to be a one-sided affair in this series. This is going to be back and forth. This thing's far from over, despite Colorado getting the win. We know how Tampa can bounce back. Like I said, Cooper is one of the best coaches making changes in game and changes between games. But we know we're going to see some high-powered offense. This is not going to be the slow shutdown series we've seen in recent form with these teams against other teams. They're playing high-level opposition against one another now. And this is the quality hockey you want to see in a Stanley Cup final. So we're getting it. We got it in the first 64 minutes of the series. So I expect it in game 2 and beyond. So a lot of good stuff. And it's going to be a little tough for us as handicappers and bettors to, pick and choose what we're going to be betting on. Player props and totals are more than likely going to be the thing to kind of look at and looking in game moving forward. So I'm glad that, games 3 and 4 we'll be doing live as well, because this is kind of the way to attack this series for sure. So good hockey all around, and enjoyed the betcast as always, except hit some winners here tonight as well. So looking forward to game 2, but also looking forward to games 3 and 4 when we're back online.
No doubt. I'll get Andrew and Alex's thoughts, because I actually had someone say on Twitter, I love the betcast. I just wish there was one on Saturday for game 2, because I said, I know you just got one on game 1, game 3, game 4. I'm like, first of all, it's the weekend. Second of all, it's the summer time's approaching. The weather's getting nice. People want to, at times go out, hang with friends.
If they want to pay us, we'll do it.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're giving you plenty, to be quite honest with you, as it is. Plus, even if I wanted to on Saturday, I can't. I got a Ticats home game on Saturday night. Calgary Stampeders.
That's right. Yeah.
Playing
probably
against
once every 3 months. Good buddies of mine, we get together at a friend's place. His dad plays too. We play poker and watch UFC.
Yeah,
that's this Saturday for me. So
yeah, exactly. I mean, look, that's exactly why I
scheduled fight this week.
Yeah,
Andrew.
It's a fight card, right? Fight night.
Yeah.
Fight night?
It's not a great card. It's all favorites, Alex.
Okay. Yeah.
Like all big favorites.
Yeah.
So
I had funny story because now we just brought up UFC. I had Yuri Prohashka inside the distance against freaking Teixeira.
Man.
No way.
You got
30
luck.
seconds. Yeah.
You know
You
what's
got
crazy,
super lucky.
Ian? You know what's crazy is I said to I was debating because that was actually a big pick for me at the website, and I said to myself, I don't usually lay big odds, but in UFC, if there's a sport for me to do it, it's that sport.
Yep.
Oh, you took money line like was.
But the funny thing is, I
200
took
or
the money
something.
line, but he wasn't gonna win without that anyway. So it's kind of funny that like that's literally what he needed to happen, and it happened.
Yeah.
You know what I always say, like I get you'll get like messages, like I got so many DMs like you got lucky or whatever. It's like, you know what? I've also lost just split decisions that were just an absolute joke before.
You want to talk about the
Or, like,
unlucky, maybe potential
you know,
wins that I should have had too? Well,
yeah, exactly.
Right,
Like,
yep.
like
That's
with
the
UFC, like
fight
I'll
game.
take it.
Yeah.
That's a fight game, and you gotta know what state it's going in. If you get fights in Florida, you get fights in Texas, you get fights in some of these states where the judges just aren't that good, then it's a coin flip.
No, it is. So that was by the way, Prohashka there and Teixeira. That was an all timer. I mean, it was a terrific fight. It was a terrific fight.
Prohashka's gonna be a problem in that division for a while to come.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a dangerous motherfucker.
Yeah.
And that's
Real
the
good.
bottom line. There's no doubt about that. So, Alex, great final thoughts. We do have a show tomorrow, but it'll be short. It'll be Joe Madden joining us. She committed, I think, 2 weeks ago to be on tomorrow. So we're still going to go ahead with a show. Probably if that hadn't happened, there wouldn't have been a show tomorrow. But
Right. Yeah.
we wanted to bring Joe on for a show. We'll do a recap of Game 1. We'll do an early look to Game 2. It'll be short. So that'll be tomorrow. No show Friday. And then we're on with Vito on Saturday to get ready for Game 2 at noon Eastern. So, Andrew, great betcast. You joined us for the best part, the most exciting part there, late second and into the third. So, good night for you. I know your strongest thing was the first period over. That was as easy as it gets. So, good night overall, I'm sure. And Colorado live bet minus 135.
Yeah, and we preach responsible betting, but I doubled up on them a little bit again heading into that overtime. But again, none of these bets I'm making on the betcasts are close to what I'm putting down, pregame, at least for the most part. Sometimes there's a live bet you really like, but hey, Game 1, Stanley Cup Finals. Are we not entertained? Buckle up, guys. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
It's we're sports bettors. We bet every day. These games are exciting. Sometimes we're betting on a game. We might not be as excited about it. Today I woke up and I felt kind of how I felt when I watched the Montreal Canadiens. I felt like I was watching a game that I just cannot wait to watch. And I love playoff hockey, but I just had that feeling today, like this matchup is going to be so strong, and it lived up to expectations. It sucks there's a few days between now. But hey, we'll be back, and you're going to get rested clubs and absolute, speed. I look forward to seeing the totals and how they go throughout the series. I like the first period. Probably means I like the full game too, but I look forward to seeing. I'm going to stand by this, and this will be my closing note. I think that Tampa Bay victories correlate with the under, and I think that's going to happen most of the time. I can't see. I mean, they could have won this game. Obviously, it was an overtime, but I just think for the most part, their games they win are going to be 3-2, not going to be 5-4 games.
That's probably true. I mean, I think Tampa wants to take the temperature and the pace of the game down a little bit, ratchet it down at least a notch or two going into Game 2 on Saturday night. And the reason Game 2 Saturday night is because I don't think the NHL's thrilled about a Friday night game in the Stanley Cup Final. And ABC, I think, probably preferred Saturday. Although, as I say that, I believe they're going Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday next week. So they are going with a Friday night game next week. So that shoots that theory all to hell. But nevertheless, for some reason, they're going Wednesday to Saturday this week. I think it's just so that they could go Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Tuesday. So we have potentially 3 betcasts left.
Right.
We are for sure here on Monday for Game 3, 8 p.m. Eastern with a betcast. We are for sure here on Wednesday next week for Game 4 for a betcast. And then after those two, if you want another betcast for the rest of this season, you got to say some prayers, cross your fingers, and hope for a Game 7. Because Tuesday, the following week for a Game 7, we will do a betcast if there is a Game 7. Could you imagine that if we're here Tuesday, June 28th, and we got a Game 7, and we got a live betcast for it? Holy fuck, how good's that going to be?
Yeah, really.
It very well could be. It wouldn't shock me. I think there's going to be a close, tight series the whole way. Great stuff. We appreciate everybody in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. One more swig, too, so I'll be drunk when I'm on with Morency.
You'll have fun when you're on with them. Is what I'll paraphrase for you. You'll have a good time.
That's right.
I mean, it's always a good time for the record.
Yeah,
but
I'll have energy
it'll be
for
even
it.
more. It'll be even more.
Okay. I'll be lucid. I'll still be awake. No doubt about that. Great stuff. Hit the like button on the way out. We appreciate it. So we'll see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, with our daily show. We appreciate everyone tuning in. Great betcast for Alex B. Smith, Andrew McInnis. I'm Ian Cameron. Great Game 1. Great start to the Stanley Cup Final. Thanks for watching the Ice Guys Live Betcast presented by the Hockey Podcast Network. Good night, everybody.